Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Lancer, brought to you by the Component Cast. Before we get on with tonight's episode, we have a few things that we need to cover. The first one being, if you haven't already heard, we have a soundtrack that's out that you can grab on Spotify now and always. It is royalty-free as well, so if you're a content creator and you'd like a copy, you can head over to our Patreon and access the downloads by becoming a Patreon, or write us an email and I'll send you a copy. It's free to use. It's viable. You can just use it directly in app on TikTok, on Snapchat, on all of the short platforms. It's available in any good place you get music. And if you have listened to the soundtrack and the site that you are listening on allows you to favorite it or add it to playlists, please do. Really helps us out. Other than that, Roach, what are we playing?
We're playing Lancer. It's a game made by Massive Press. It's available from their website as well as their itch.io page. You can get the basic rule book that doesn't have any of the lore for free on their itch.io page, so that's totally worth it. And it's $25 for the main rule book, which has all of the lore, some extra art assets, a few other things like that. Totally recommended. And I recently just picked up some of their pre-written content for their pre-written packs for campaigns and such. Really high quality stuff. I'd recommend those as well. Just either on their website, Massive Press, or their itch.io page. Both are available on either of those places.
And Mikey, do you have anything to promote?
I do. Our YouTube is now almost fully caught up. It'll be caught up in 2 days. And then from then on, we will start seeing a more regular upload schedule. My hope is that we will have stuff going up on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays every week on all of our platforms. So all of our backlog will be uploaded over the weekend for your viewing pleasure or listening pleasure, as you can find it on Podbean as well, and across all sorts of different podcasts hosting platforms. So you can find it on Radio FM, you can find it on Hard FM. I think we figured out ways to get it on other places, but you can, if you look it up, it's probably on there. If it's not on there, it's on Podbean. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get on with tonight's episode.
Yep. Okay, great. Sorry, I was writing. You gotta give me an audio. So last week, I'm gonna go over the recap again. So last week we had a lot of hurry up and wait going on with the group as they were getting ready for their deployment and then waiting for their deployment to actually finish as they were being dropped from their ship into the atmosphere, which lasted a few hours of them just kind of in the back of a transport drop ship in 0G as they slowly got closer to the planet. But things got very violent very quickly when they did hit the ground with the first round of the first combat, an enemy critting on our good friend Mikey and and doing not that much damage, surprisingly, but definitely surprising everybody. From there, you can gone on to clear some of the map. Your current objective is to try and get to a small spaceport facility that is deeper in the city, as well as hit any anti-aircraft / anti-orbital installations along the way. You're being coordinated by a character by an individual you didn't actually meet, but you've just been introduced to through the radio, but who is your handler, your mission handler, who is CR2 Juliet, who's kind of coordinating you and feeding you information as you go. And they recently told you that there were some reinforcements on the way because some very, very consistently bad rolls when it came to the reinforcement table that I had. So you had 2 remote piloted vehicles, remote piloted mechs just enter on the side of the combat map. And we are gonna start this right at the top of this round, right at the top of round 4 of this combat. So who wants to go? Because obviously players go first in this system unless there's something that mitigates that, and it's up to you who goes.
Okay, so I was thinking, guys, Mikey obviously has a pretty damn good advantage from being on top of that building. We've got Red's Spanner basically able to do a pretty good job with the whole howitzer, you know, when she hits. And then you got me and you, like, who can go down the front because we're built for close combat.
Yeah, if Reaper has range on these guys that just showed up and can take that shot now, like,
Yeah,
actually
I was
removing a lot of that danger.
I need to
Yeah.
reload. I need to reload and relocate because I need to reactivate my things again.
How long?
Basically, this turn will just be used for me to relocate and re-up my my anti-material rifle.
It's an ordnance, or it's a weapon that needs to be loaded. So
Yeah, it's an ordnance loading weapon. So it needs to. I need to move. I need to reload. I can reload it, then I can move, but then I can't shoot it until next turn.
I need to reload mine as well, but I don't know whether that takes the full turn or whether I'll be able to volley in their general direction.
Reloading
takes a
is part of
full-
a stabilize, which is a full action.
Full action.
There we go then.
Well, they're not, as far as we know, they're not in range to engage us yet. So if you guys want to take the time to just go ahead and reload and position yourself, go ahead, because we're not going to be able to engage them at this range anyways.
That's fair.
Only thing we could do is, well, I can move forward to this building. In the middle of the
Yeah, you might want to stick
walkway.
behind. You might want to stick behind it, but I
Yeah,
don't see any reason why not to.
I can get to there. Is it that? Just a thought. Or we can hold this position.
You have cover right now.
Yeah.
The only one who wouldn't have cover would be Reaper, but I think they would have cover, but they don't have concealment right
Yeah,
now. 'cause,
currently
they did
I am
shoot.
in cover but out of concealment.
You have
Let's-
you have both from where you're at. Except
All right, so
for,
you guys reload.
Reaper, you go first, because then you can get concealed again.
Right. Let me just double check something. Oh. Okay. No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
yeah, one of them can see you.
Right. So I'm going to move first to there. So just to prove that I'm doing this.
Yep, I trust you.
Oh wait, hang on. I have Spanner selected as well somehow. That's weird.
I had the same issue.
You can't all have me.
No, seriously, I have a problem with that.
For some reason, we have control over your mech is the problem.
There we go.
Let me double
Whatever I
check
did
if
fixed it.
that's-
I'm not sure what I did, but now it's just me again. Right, so I move there. I reactivate Prowler, essentially doing that. I'll just double check the wording on that. During your turn, gain the following benefits. Entering the line of sight, hostile characters or moving from cover does not stop you from being hidden. You can pass freely through but not end your turn in enemy spaces. You can hide even in plain sight. Immediately ended when your turn ends. So I lose hidden if I'm still in line of sight or out of cover. I don't believe I'm in line of sight anymore.
You still are for that one, yeah.
Yeah,
because it's only
But I can still hide
half. Yeah,
I can still hide
Yeah,
in
you can
plain
hide.
sight. So
yes, you can.
yeah, I'm hidden now. I am also going to use a. I'm going to use a stabilize or a reload action. I'm not too sure which counts as which.
Well, be stabilized. That's what you do to reload. So.
Right. So yeah, I'm going to stabilize to reload my heavy rifle, my anti-material.
Right. Okay. So you did that.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
And I believe
So
that's
that's
the end of my turn.
Reaper. Yep. Reaper done. I've also given you the hidden trait on token, so
Thank you.
we don't forget that. All right. So what are they gonna do? I think what's gonna happen is their movement. There it is. Okay, so you see this kind of almost bird-like in design mech come around the corner. Demon and Spanner. With two big rotary cannons on it.
Ooh.
And it's going to go ahead.
Even in Lancer, we can't escape Roach's urban mech supremacy. Just throwing a squat little mech with rotary cannons at us.
It's got an AC 20 burst fire attached to one side.
Yeah, it's got a
Roach
rotary
is
AC5.
deadly with an Irby.
I am.
What's
know no fear.
the urban mech specialization called again? The K9? Is that right?
Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
Cool. So what this is going to do is it's just going to use I'm just reading this. It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks since I wrote this. Since I made this thing. So give me a second. Cool. So it's going to use a. It's going to use a quick action. Just got to make sure this is the one that's actually up. So use the movement action. It uses a quick action to suppress demon. So it does. So what this is essentially is going to how it works is this thing is just laying down a kind of wall of fire at you, not necessarily to hit, but to try and get your head down and try and move you, which is going to mean that you are impaired. So I'm just going to give you that status effect right now. Impaired, slowed, no, shredded, no, down and out, no, engaged, no, come on, bows, no. I'll learn these symbols at some point. Impaired. From just a wave of shot going towards you, and then it's gonna go ahead and I think it's just gonna go ahead and it's gonna go ahead and skirmish with its main gun. Just shoot target you, demon. Oh. Go ahead and target. Cool. this should apply the impaired to you, I think, with that. So I'm hoping this works. With that, it does not have any accuracy or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. Hit. And does 5 damage to you. Remember, you have to track that manually on your sheet. Which is kind of a spray of light machine, the equivalent of light machine gun fire, but with a multiple cannons. And that's the end of its turn. So who wants to go next on the PC's side?
Spanner still needs to reload, and Demon, if he wants to extricate himself from the situation he has found himself in, you guys are free to go. I'm good to wait still.
Well, I'm hidden, so I'm safe, more or less.
Oh, you can't do anything at the moment anyway.
Yeah, you're just your turn.
Yeah.
I can do nothing.
Can do nothing.
So,
Who wants?
Spanner or
who wants to
Demon?
go?
You.
Yeah, no, it's me. We've already had
Okay.
a discussion across the desk. So I'm gonna.
What are you gonna go ahead and do? I also should have fixed the ownership issue with your token, so that should have worked. Should be good now.
I'm gonna reload, but how do I? What button do I hit to do that?
You reload a weapon. So let me-
In the
And-
on the sheet for your mech on the mech status page, there's a macro called stabilize.
Yep, click that and it'll do it. And then you should still have your movement. If you want, you can probably get behind those.
Oh, okay. So you get 2 options when you stabilize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is basically a type of healing, and then a secondary action you take.
Yeah. So the secondary action, that's interesting. Okay. Submit, but I'm not going to move anywhere.
Okay. Cool. Now it is the enemy's turn. That was Spanner, and now we are doing this one. This building would be difficult terrain. Just trying to go through it. I'm just trying. Just checking to see if it has anything it can do for this. I don't think it does. Okay, so it's just gonna go ahead around. Can't get a shot on most anything, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 5. That is its movement action. Attack. Yep, that's all it can really do. Okay, and it's going to be the end of its turn. So Ursa or Demon?
You're good to go if you want to maneuver.
All right. My impairment.
Mm-hmm.
Does that reduce my movement or what?
No, it will basically, if you take an attack, you have to apply impairment onto it, and basically it's a disadvantage, or well, you know, it's the equivalent of a disadvantage to the accuracy thing. So.
Okay. In which case, I will take a quick action.
Okay. But you're not stopped from moving or anything like that.
Yep. I will launch my explosive mine.
Explosive mine. Okay. Where do you want to put it? And what does that do? It's on your sheet, so. Cool. So, I'm waiting. Are you? You're muted if you're talking right now.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's the word? What are you doing? Your hex charges?
Trying to place where I'm going to put the mine.
Put the mine. Okay.
Hummingbird RVP1.
Okay.
The hexagon to the top left. There.
Top left. Cool. Got it.
And I've apparently put a big thing on the screen. I didn't mean to. Sorry.
It's okay.
And then I will move myself.
Okay. As soon as you start moving, before that happens, or well, which basically you get one hex before this happens. So, but I'm just going to do this now. Because you were suppressed, he's going to use a reaction, moving target, which means he's going to target you, and he gets a free attack on you with accuracy.
You didn't say that.
No, because do you not want to move? So you can move if you want. He'll get an attack, but he's not going to get an auto hit. He still has to roll a hit.
Go.
Okay, it's up to you if you'd rather try and shoot at him or something first. Okay. All right. Attack, moving target. That just puts that in there. Yep. Machine gun. Hit 5 damage on your HP.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know the blast area of the mine, unfortunately.
That's okay. I'll look it up.
It
And just make
says
sure
in
you're marking.
in the little thing there. It's burst 1.
Yeah. Just make sure you are tracking your HP on your character sheet. Okay, because that's 10 damage you've taken in the last 2 turns. Because you took 5 last turn, or you took 5 with his first attack that hit and did damage. Now you took another 5. Keep track of that. And you're no longer impaired. That drops as soon as you move, or as soon as you get hit by something. So, cool. That, cool. Within a burst 1 area must. I think there. I think it's whenever they just move nearby it, or something. Or you can trigger it with the explosive mine. Unless you could look that up if you'd like. But that's a burst 1, so it's just basically the hex it's on and all hex adjacent to it. So he's in the blast radius.
Detonate it then.
Detonate it then. Cool. Cool. Well, this works because this is a programmed asset, so I can just target him and do a basic attack with the mine, and it should apply it.
It's 2d6.
Yep, well, I'm saying it'll automatically apply and roll and do it with that. So, 16 damage.
That's
on attack. Yeah, that's right. And then 2d6 on there. That's right. I can click that utility. Do attack. Okay, no, I can't do that. All right, yeah, 2d6. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Not bad. You got 8 damage on number 1, and I have a pen this time with paper. Oh. Cool. And I'll get rid of that. And is that the end of your turn? Cool. And now it's going to be this one's turn, so it's just going to go ahead and take an action to move. Doesn't have a shot. And now it's Ursa's turn, because it's the last one to go.
Yes. We don't know how damaged they actually are, how close they were to actually are to being destroyed. So this could be messy, or this could work out spectacularly in our favor. Ursa is going to take the boost action. We're going to try.
Okay.
He's going to try to set up success in this regard somehow. He is going to, using his jump jets, just hop himself up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's use the ruler because that's much easier to track. 3 spaces to here. Which does put me just within range. Oh no, I need to move 1 closer. That's fine. We'll move 1 closer. We'll go 4 to here. To put me within 3 of this guy, we're going to use our second quick action to take a shot at him with our shotgun.
Okay.
This is at a +1 accuracy because I am a vanguard and I like to shoot things that are within range of me.
Yeah.
So 14 to hit for a single point of damage.
Okay. Ting.
And then I'm going to use, because I forgot about this, I'm going to use my honorable challenge from being an exemplar. Whenever I shoot at something that's within range 3, hit or miss it, I give it the exemplar's mark. And then as a reaction, if an ally shoots at him and misses, I can reroll their attack roll.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement, because I boosted, I have 4 spaces, to just go the fuck back where I started, back in cover.
Cool.
I did the damage, guys. That's my turn.
Yay!
Tink. Okay.
Okay, some damage is better than no damage, right?
Can I get the stream host to roll a d20 for me?
Roll good, because we've literally got like 6 or lower on all of these.
Yeah, please roll high, Midge. Do us all a favor.
19.
Yay!
Hey, cool.
That is a number higher than 10. I'll accept it.
It's happy.
All right.
That makes me happy.
That's good.
Well done,
of
Midge.
those. More of those, please. All right, beginning
And
round
Caitlyn's
5.
still not panicking.
Yay! No panic.
Hey. Okay, top of round 5. Who? What? PC wants to go?
So, do we want me to hit with the howitzer on both of them? And try
Yes,
and hit both?
I would personally love that.
Personally, I
and-
think that's a great idea, actually. Yeah.
My
Can I do
reaction
that
disappears.
first?
Sure. I don't say my exemplar's challenge. The Valiant Day disappears when I start my turn, so I should be going later if we want to make use of that.
I don't mind going later either, because I'm going to have to move to find new cover, essentially.
After you shoot.
Yep.
Yep. Shoot and scoop.
Shoot,
Okay. So, Roach, in theory, I can target both of the hummingbirds.
What's blast? Is it
Because
blast
it's-
1 or 2? Or 3? Blast 3? Really? For a howitzer?
It's a howitzer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's the
like
rear-mounted
2,
one, then
3.
yeah.
It's the like
1, 2, 3.
175mm missiles.
It's blast 2.
Blast
Blast
2.
two.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say blast 3. It's like because blast 2 is already a lot. That's already an
It
appreciable
is.
percentage of this map.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Blast 2 is enough
Blast
that if
two
you
will
were to
hit both of them.
blast 2, if you target one of the hummingbirds, it would hit both of the hummingbirds regardless.
Mm.
That's the area blast 2 hits.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a nice bit of area of effect there.
Practically danger close where you're at right now. But yeah, go ahead and if you'd like to go ahead, you can target both if you would, and roll your
Roll them both.
pretty sure
Can I target both? Both
should be
targeted?
able to. Just target one, and they have the same stats, and I'll just apply if need be. That might be a limitation of the system because blast weapons aren't as common.
Oh boy, I'm holding 2 of them on my mech.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You shush. You're not in the combat.
Midge's whole thing is just the what's that song? It's that compilation.
1812 Overture.
Yeah, it's that compilation of missiles.
You can re-roll that because of Ursa's thing.
I'm going to use my reaction to give them Valiant Aid so they can re-roll that, yes.
Why is there? Oh, it's an inaccurate weapon. Because
It is an inaccurate
it's a
weapon
howitzer.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, re-roll it.
Right, I'm going to
Go
have to do it manually, D20 and then D6. Because it's unloaded at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, do that, and then we'll see what the result is.
Ooh.
Well,
Nope,
Well.
still missing. Do I need to roll for the other guy?
I think you roll for every individual in the blast radius, I think is how it works. So go ahead and roll again. I think that's weird with the Ursa with the re-rolling attack roll thing. I think that's
yeah, no, it specifically says a separate attack roll is made for each target. So that's just, you just get to re-roll against that one.
so you get twice on everybody in the radius there. So Hummingbird 2, roll d20 and then a d6, and we'll see what the result is.
Nope.
Let me just check there.
Still minus d6, unfortunately.
Yeah, so
No,
Because
evasion.
even if I did the minus D6, it's not going to help.
Yeah.
Actually, roll a d6, because with their evasion, just roll a d6. If you there's a 1 in 6 chance that this might actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you'd need to roll more than what their evasion is, +1, basically, to make sure you could have the opportunity to hit them.
It's meet or exceeds for evasion.
Nah.
Okay, you're 1 lower. Now you can re-roll because of Ursa's thing to try again.
Finally.
Accept this.
Okay, there's no possible way you can miss. So, what's the damage on there? Roll that.
2d6.
2d6. Okay, well that's pretty good. Roll 2d6, and we'll see what's going on.
Come on, 2 6s. Make up for all the bad attack rolls. Come on.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
that's pretty good. Pretty good. That's on number 2, and I just need you to roll another attack.
Please remember to narrate what's happening with the dice. They're not on screen.
Yep.
No, I missed. That was a 2.
Well, you get a re-roll.
Oh, yeah.
That was a 2.
Okay.
All right, Midge, get down to 2 push-ups.
I didn't roll it.
2 more minis by the end
Yeah,
of this
you gotta
session.
paint 2 more minis.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's that attack.
Right,
It's
and then I'm
unloaded.
going to bravely run away.
Righto.
Bravely ran away.
Run away.
Wee.
Okay, cool. That was Spanner. Now it's an enemy's turn. Ooh, yeah, we're just gonna go with the first one. It's gonna go ahead and oh, that's cool. I can see who's targeting what, by the way, because I have little there's little dots on top of the tokens on the map, so I know right now. Well, there's 2 M's, but the dark M is Mikey. He's targeting the hummingbird
I'm
one.
not targeting anything.
Are you? What's that dark blue then?
I
What
think
is
it's
that
just
dark
a note thing, maybe.
Because there's
like,
a dark, because
they're
there's
the
a
same-
gray one. Because there's a gray one on number 2, and that's a weird one.
I'll target one. See if another dot pops up.
Yeah, there is another dot. I don't know what that is. Cool. That might have been red. I might be misreading that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's gonna get stuck in and engage. And engaged. There's a thing for that. Cool. Which does mean that Ursa is also engaged.
Mhm.
Because you're a base.
Congratulations. When's the wedding?
As soon as I put a ring on it. Sorry, no, I mean a ring in it.
Fair.
Okay, so it did its movement action. And then it is going to target you and do a full attack.
Okay. It has 2 difficulty on any shots against me.
Cool.
Because it is engaged with me, which is 1 difficulty, and whenever I'm engaged with an enemy, I get soft cover against them, which also gives them 1 difficulty.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yep.
Ursa with the fancy footwork.
I'm made to engage things. That's what I'm here for, so I appreciate that he did it for me.
Yep. It's a robot.
It did the job for you.
It did it for me. Let's not assume. I apologize.
Yeah, it is a robot. It did. So it gets other sources. So -2 to this. Cool. We'll go ahead and roll it. Still
That's a hit.
hits.
That
with
still hits, yep.
9, And it did 5 damage.
Well, should it be -4 instead of -3? Because it only kept 1 of the 6s.
No, difficulty is the same as accuracy. You just
it
take
takes
the
the
higher of
You
the
take the
lower
highest.
penalties. Yeah.
Yeah,
You take the highest. Yeah. They stack in terms of what you roll, but they cancel each other out. But you only take 1 of the
I see.
highest on either side.
Yeah, that's
That's how
unfortunate.
it goes. Yeah, it's how it works. Unfortunately,
It's early on. We're really easy to hit right now.
Yeah, it is. That's very true. Cool. That's the end of its turn for this one. So who wants to go on the which player wants to go?
Ursa.
Sure, I'll fuck this guy up if I can. I'll take my turn. Why not?
Well, he's already taken a boatload of damage from the howitzer and a mine, so
Yeah. And I'm
Nobody
more
took
than happy.
damage. One person took. This didn't take damage from the howitzer. Just you.
The other one took howitzer damage.
Yeah.
Either way, I will. I'm gonna full action retaliate against this individual.
Cool.
Yep, because I can do things like that. And in this instance, we're just going to target him. We are going to full action. Go ahead and click this off. We're going to shotgun. This would be at a difficulty because I'm engaged with it, but I am accurate, so this is just a straight roll.
Yep. I cancel out.
That's a 16
Nice.
for 6 damage.
Nice.
Cool. For 6 damage. Awesome.
Yep.
Not looking good. Tell you that much.
Full action, I get to attack my tactical melee weapon too, which is just a straight roll because I don't get a bonus, no penalty, which is an 18 for 8 damage. Max damage on both those rolls.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That's
That'll
a
do
lot. Actually, yes, that will do it. I mean,
If
14
we've established
damage
one
in
thing,
round.
Ursa loves being up close and personal.
Yeah, in all senses.
Yes.
In combat,
he just-
outside of combat.
no longer
He put a
gets
ring in it like he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then he
with your
stabbed it
melee
through the
weapon.
chest.
With your what's your melee weapon? Is it just
His melee weapon is basically, it's a, I imagine like we're talking like a mech-sized gladius that he just basically swings off of his shoulder and just embeds in the top of this thing's cockpit.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, you using your boarding training, you go for center of mass, and where the cockpit would be, but it's empty on this one, so you just like see a lot of sparks and everything. It kind of like does like a twitch a few times, then it just goes slack and falls off the blade to the ground.
I don't need, there's no point in marking something that's dead, and I did it anyways, and I don't care much about moving because I'm giving cover to Spanner if this other one charges in, so I think Ursa's good. He's going to stay where he is right now. That is
Cool.
his turn.
Awesome. The Taniel is gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're hidden. So
I am.
nope, it's not gonna get anything else. So who wants to go? Demon or
I
Reaper?
need to add that to my kill count.
Yes.
All I'm going to be doing is moving further around the back of the buildings to stabilize,
Stabilize.
because I've got to regain some health. I'm at 6 health out of 16.
Yeah.
I take one more hit and I'm pretty much dead.
You
Well,
don't die,
no.
you lose a structure point and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then
You
your
then go
HP
to
resets
full
back
health.
up to. Yeah, that's how it goes.
But structure
So you
damage
should
is
have-
bad.
Yeah, structure damage is bad. You have 4 structure damage. So think of it as instead of you having 16 total HP, times that by 4. That's how much HP total you have. But the further structure damage you take, the higher chance of like meltdown and stuff.
Something
happens.
going badly wrong.
Yeah.
Hence me backing off to repair.
Fair.
Okay. So put yourself
will
where
ask.
are you? Or so are you doing some? So are you just gonna do that now, or is?
Well, I am going to
Reaper-
ask because we know that hummingbird took a pretty decent knock from the howitzer, and I do pretty decent damage with my anti-material rifle. But there's also that tank there that hasn't been touched yet. So, do we want me to go first, and I can take out the hummingbird, or try to take out the hummingbird?
I'd say take out the tank
Right. Let me just check here. Real quick.
because you can one hit a tank.
I can, assuming I roll high. I
Well, you-
could
one
also use my missile rack, the auxiliary missile rack, which is a 1-burst template. which would take
Well,
both.
considering our positioning right now, I don't think that hummingbird is going to be able to put a very good shot off. So the tank might be a better choice. We've also seen that tank has a anti-material rifle of its own, so it can put a lot of damage out.
That's true. That tank does have its own anti-material
Main gun
rifle,
on
so
the
probably
tank,
a good idea to
yeah.
put a hole in that.
Well, if you take a shot with your rifle to take out the tank, if you hit it, great. If you don't, you've got your missile rack.
True.
Yeah.
Do I want to use? Yeah.
So Reaper, it's got. So I guess we're just gonna commit to Reaper. This is your turn. Oop, didn't
I just
mean
want to check something real quick because I can give my weapons specific properties because of walking armory.
Yeah.
Well, so once per turn, when you attack with a main ranged weapon, so that would be my anti-material rifle or my shotgun, you may expend 1 charge to apply one of the following effects. I can get Thumper, knockback and deals explosive, attack deals energy, and I can choose a character targeted by your attack, and adjacent characters take 1 AP damage, whether it results in a hit or a miss. Or I could take mag.
As far as you can see, nothing's adjacent to that tank.
Yeah. I can see there's nothing adjacent, so that wouldn't work. But then I can do mag, which the attack gains arcing and deals kinetic damage. I don't know what arcing is.
It arcs the shot.
Up and over.
You get assistance from
Yes.
gravity.
Yes, it goes up and over, which I don't think any of those would really help in this situation, aside
No,
from
so-
Thumper maybe if I was targeting the hummingbird
Yeah.
to like knock it back 1. So I am just going to target.
Target the Taniel. And then...
I'm not going to use crack shot because it would make me immobile.
Okay.
And I want to move after we make these attacks. I don't want to get shot at by it.
Okay.
So I'm going to target the Taniel. I'm going to shoot at it with my material rifle
Right.
first. The weapon is accurate, so I get an accuracy for that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll it.
Do I get any? I don't assume I don't get anything for being invisible or like hidden.
No.
It doesn't apply
No.
anything here. Okay.
No. This is in D&D.
Roll. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Cool.
Bang bang goes the anti-material.
Yeah,
rifle.
no, it's yeah, you see that shot go straight through, and tank's still moving forward, but you can definitely see it's like it's, didn't like that.
Didn't like
did not
that.
like that at all. No, it did
Right.
not.
Then
Like
as
some
my
white smoke pouring out of the top.
action, I'm going to put a missile rack.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just take off the targeting real quick so I can point out where I wanted to go to this spot here.
Cool.
It's blast radius 1.
Yep. So it hits both the tank and the hummingbird. Yeah.
Yep. Which one do you want me to target? Because it's loading, so I'll only get one shot with it basically before I have to reload.
Let me check the evasion just so we can see. Target the tank. Target the tank. Because if you hit the tank, then you'll have hit the hummingbird as well.
Cool.
So then we'll just know all the.
And yeet.
Well, you have
it's
to
not
roll.
accurate. It's not seeking. No hard cover. No soft
No.
cover.
It's just a straight roll. I'm pretty sure.
Roll. 19 for 2 damage,
Well, that's dead. Exactly.
and then the hummingbird also takes 2 damage. Or you want me to roll separately for that damage?
You have to. It's a separate attack. You have to roll. You have to roll
Cool.
separate each one of them. So just roll a d20 because you have nothing else associated with it.
There's a d20. 19.
That hits.
So it's
it's
1d3 plus 1 damage.
It's 1d3 plus 1. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Daniel Tank dead.
4.
4. Cool. That's number 2. So 8. I need you to roll another attack for me, please.
Cool. 7.
Okay, nothing. Nothing happens.
Cool. I'm then going to move.
Okay.
As my last action, back up to here.
All right. Awesome. And you're no longer hidden.
Yes, but I am now behind soft cover and stuff like that. That's how more out of the way, which I'm
Right,
happy
right.
with.
Cool. All right. And so now we go to number 2 is going to go
Very combat effective round. Happy.
2, 3. Gonna get up there. And is going to target
Me.
Reaper. Yep. And it's going to go ahead and shoot you.
Right. I'm behind soft cover. I think that's the only thing that you have to worry about with me.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Just behind soft cover.
Yep, it gets nothing else on top of that, so just gonna go ahead and light machine gun attack, get soft cover. And it's just gonna go roll. We'll see if this
Miss.
-1.
Nice. It rolls so poorly, even with a +2. It rolled a 3 and then a 6 on the -1.
Error.
Hey Neo, how are
error.
you doing?
Nice.
Yeah, that's all it's got. Cool. So Demon. Just yeah.
Okay, so I've got a decision then, people. Do I move forward and try and shotgun blast this thing? Or
It's
You
not
have
worth the
anything-
risk.
You have anything slightly longer range?
nope.
Right. You could just heal, and one of us will get it at the start of next round.
Cool.
You'll have soft cover
Or,
against them where you're at
In
right
theory,
now, so,
you
yeah.
can heal now and then go first next.
Yeah, it's up to you.
That's true.
All right, so what's the difference between stabilize and full repair?
You're muted. You're
Excellent.
muted. Like
No.
Full repair is what you do during your downtime.
Thank you.
yeah. So just stabilize. Yeah. Which there should be a macro on your mech sheet for stabilize that you can just press, and it should
There you go.
tell you what you is stabilized. Yeah, and you can probably look up into what that actually means in terms of heals. But yeah, cool. And that's the end of this round. We go on the top of round 6. And who wants to go first? Demon? Try and get
Yeah, I can do.
Yeah.
Do we need to roll for things happening?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Sure.
Nice.
There was a certain amount that had to be rolled in how many rounds, and we reached the end of that.
Yay.
You're lucky you rolled so well.
Thanks, Midge.
So yeah,
For all the people watching at home, Midge would give us a thumbs up.
yeah, give us a thumbs up. Demon, do you want to go?
Yeah, I may as well.
Okay, Demon, you're up.
I'll move to there. Which gets me in range of 3.
Okay.
I will break out the big shotgun and my pistols.
All right. Go ahead and shoot. Shooter. Oh, target first, and then shoot. Yeah. There's a little, if you select and then right click, there's a little, dartboard in the bottom that lets you target.
I'm trying to...
Right click. Yeah, there you go.
Got it. Double click, sorry.
Yeah. Cool. And go ahead and roll your attacks. There's a pretty good shot here.
I also get accurate because I'm within 3 tiles.
Right. Okay. Apply those to your attacks when they come up.
20. Jesus.
That's a critical hit. That's a max on there. I don't remember what crits actually do. I think it just gives you extra damage rolls.
You
isn't
roll
it?
the
Or-
2 and you take the highest of the 2.
You're right. Yeah. So, cool.
And then I will fire both my pistols.
Yep, from your ox mount. Go ahead and do so. With an accuracy as well.
Hey.
2 crits.
2 crits.
Oh no, I've still got another pistol to go yet.
Yeah, I know.
More crits. More crits. More crits.
Another one. Another.
Another
Yeah.
smash.
Yeah. 20 and above's a crit. Okay, it's
Ooh,
dead.
That's just a hit. That's just the hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sorry
it's
guys, I
regular
let you
hit.
down. I only got 2 crits.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in myself. I'll see myself out.
You should.
Yeah. So yeah, with that last one, just barely. You hit both. You hit and killed it. You got the exact amount of damage that it had left, and you see it just kind of like boom, 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 just just starts crumpling down, and it goes dead with some electrical sparks going out of its center. And
Sound
you
off.
Yeah. We're gonna go out of combat now, since you don't see anybody you will still be
Is anyone
in the
badly
turnover.
damaged?
But yeah.
I'm a little beat up. Not too bad.
There are a few scratches, but everything seems to not be sparking too much.
Demon, you got hit pretty hard.
Yep.
Okay. Roach, can I...
I'm all good.
Stabilized.
So... I can see them fixing their mechs, basically, can't I, from the inside? I know
Yeah.
what that's happening.
Yeah, just nobody looks like they need any like bay time or anything like that. Everything's still functional.
Okay,
can
do
knock
you
it
want
around
me
a
to
little bit.
have a scout? Because we've still got a
handle
long
that.
way to go.
I'll handle the scouting.
Yeah, he's on the roof. We need to move to the southeast corner of
South.
this village.
Yep.
So let's keep moving.
Just let me roll 2 things right now, and then we'll determine.
Keep your eye out for more foreign buildings.
You want to roll high on these? That was good. That was even better.
We also need to make sure we are not leaving any anti-air emplacements behind.
Haven't
You haven't
seen
seen
any yet,
anything?
have we?
No.
Well, you haven't seen
any
anything
yet.
fire into the air from where you're at right now. No, that is true. So what we're gonna do right now is I just rolled some morale checks for a couple of things you didn't see, and you wanted to roll very high on those checks because that meant that you had the best effect on them. And I rolled a 18 and a natural 20 on that d20. So
Yay.
So what happens? So as you move cautiously over the next couple of minutes down to the southeast corner of this kind of deployment area, you don't encounter anything, and you find yourself you finally get onto a main road, like a main artery road. That means you're not being directly surrounded by the buildings, or at least like you're not going through an urban sprawl as you were fighting this way. Yeah. Let me just get this here. Midge, can you just roll a few d20s for roll 2 d20s for me? You can do it in game as well if you'd like, but yeah, that's why. They just dropped
15 and a 3.
15 and a 3. Cool. So yeah, no, as you move forward, what's your like general kind of, how are you going about it? Like, are you going in
What's
like
the
twin columns or
the column formation you're looking for?
yeah, like who's in what order of this? Like who's taking point, who's taking rear?
Can I be in the middle, please?
It's always the person in the middle that dies first.
Everything Oleg has ever been trained to do is for him to take the lead.
Yes, well, basically, I was going to say
person to get shot at.
Oleg's going to be up front, basically, because although I have more experience, I need to be able to keep an eye on what's going on ahead. Then we will have Red at the back.
Okay.
With Reaper
In third.
providing sniper cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you go.
I am
through
attempting
that.
to do this stealthily, by the way, Roach, just to clarify, because
Just
it does
taking,
need to be noted.
getting it. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I can totally see you doing that.
I can't do anything stealthily. I can barely drive my mech.
Oh, you can definitely drive your mech.
Yeah, you're moving it now.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Then what I'm gonna want you to do, Reaper, is you're gonna need to go ahead and roll for me. Hold on a second. I need you to just roll an agility.
Would
Check.
act unseen or unheard or spot apply to this?
Act unseen or unheard. Is that a
Like get somewhere or do something without detection, and spot is spot details, objects, or people. Blah 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 blah.
Those are triggers.
Yes.
Can
Those
you
are
use triggers in mech situations? I just need to double check that because that's going to annoy the I don't.
If
think
not,
you
then
can.
fine. But yeah, it's agility, wasn't it? You said
I'll double check that afterwards, but yeah.
agility.
Agility, yes.
No difficulty, no accuracy.
Nope, just a straight agility check for me, please.
16.
Cool. Yeah, no, so you were able to get a little bit ahead of the group and kind of go from cover to cover, relaying what you're seeing, and kind of any necessary pertinent information back to Demon every so often. During this time, Juliet gives you some kind of, requests like your status, gives you some information on general things going on, like activity, where to avoid, that kind of thing. Trying to steer you away from getting unnecessarily engaged with stuff. And then at probably about 20 minutes after set down, after you like actually got out of your dropship and moved through, you see a couple. Ooh, what was that? That was.
Sorry, it's me stabilizing. I would have done that at some.
Right. Cool. It still throws me for some of the sound effects, but yeah, you see kind of off to the side a couple of white like streaks coming from the ground and then going upward slowly.
Sports
and just going up and up and up and up. You don't see it curving.
Calling to Juliet. Possible anti-orbit weaponry being fired.
Understood, Hammer. Any sight on the actual launchers?
Negative. We're scouting the area now.
Let me know what you find.
Copy that. Reaper,
Copy.
head that way.
Understood. We'll relay as quickly as I know.
You continue moving with your 16 agility check. Does the rest of the group kind of just hold tight, like in some cover, waiting, or are you moving in that direction, just behind?
Moving with a bit more caution. But definitely moving in that direction because we don't know what he's going to find, whether he's going to get himself into trouble.
That's a fair assumption with me.
So we're going to move in that direction, but be more, whereas he's moving to kind of scout, needs to get there as soon as possible, figure out. We're moving with more of an eye to possible ambushes.
Right.
Check your corners.
Can I make, as we're going along, can I make checks for myself for the nearby area? Because I'm pretty good at spotting stuff.
Sure. Yeah, if you'd like to. That would be a systems check. Yeah, that'd be systems. Okay, cool. 11. You don't see anything too you don't see anything too major jumping out at you. The city's kind of dead in terms of like activity going on. Like you've seen a couple of like, not even enough to mention it, you've seen a couple of like random civilians here and there like darting between like, you know, cover to cover, moving, which you haven't seen a lot of like vehicles or anything on the road or anything like that moving around. It's pretty locked down. That is probably say about 2 or 3 minutes after you saw the missiles going up, you do spot something on the horizon from kind of almost the opposite side of the city from where you landed in, and you see a shape. Well, you see first just a like red and black kind of cloud, like just form out of the air, and you notice that to be like some sort of explosion, and then just a black streak of smoke trailing behind it. And the image kind of like focuses in, and you see a AMS dropship has been hit and is kind of gliding's a wrong word because it doesn't have a gliding surface, but it's still it's staying up kind of.
Demon, there's a dropship coming down over there.
What, landing?
No, it's been shot down.
Juliet, you copy?
Go ahead, Hammer.
We got an AMS dropship that seems to have been hit, landing in our area. Can you confirm?
Wait one. A couple of seconds go by. Yeah, Hammer. That looks to be Charlie. I'm getting information. It's not clear. We lost contact with the pilots, but I'm tracking it on my thermals. Do you see any shoots?
Do I see any shoots?
You do not. You see some debris falling off here and there, but the ship's just kind of trying to maintain a heading.
Negative.
Nothing. They seem to be trying to maintain a heading. If you can get them to swing back this way, we can secure a crash site.
Wait one, Hammer. Then a couple of minutes go by before, a little bit of time goes by before she comes back. Hammer, I'm diverting you off of your previous. Track the ship and try and be around when it hits ground. We're not exactly sure if there was anybody on board.
Copy that. Reaper.
Copy.
Keep me updated.
Fall back.
Copy.
Okay, people. You heard that. We got new orders. Secure that ship's crash site.
Copy.
So what you see, because now you
want me to keep an eye on this anti-orbital missile, or you want me to fall all the way back?
Fall back, mate.
Copy.
And what you see is like, because it's not hard to track at this point, because it's essentially it was moving fairly far away from you before it got hit, but then as soon as it got hit, Spanner, you just see it like it couldn't maintain its altitude or heading in that direction, so it pivoted to try and put more weight, or I guess it tried. What you can see is it looks like one whole engine assembly is just dead, and it's trying to like pitch in a way where the other engine assemblies can kind of like, it's trying to rocket like onto a little bit of powered flight left, but it's still going down at a rate. You don't see anything coming off of the ship, and it definitely, like, the running lights are off on board, and you wouldn't have been able to spot anything coming off of it, like in terms of like chutes or anything from as far away as it was. But as it gets close and you pay attention to it, it's nothing's coming off of it. It looks, but for the engine still firing, it kind of looks like it's almost dead.
Okay.
Don't look good, Demon.
Okay. New orders. We gotta secure that crash site, wherever it is. So we gotta track that falling ship. Get it, find any survivors.
So, just because of how easy it is to spot, I'm not gonna make you roll for anything.
Oh, what?
On that one, it's pretty simple, but it is
Thank
quick.
you. I was been rolling shitty.
You only need to roll above a 10 in this system for the most part.
I know, but did you see previously?
I know you've worked out all the bad juju now.
Yeah. So yeah, what you but it's moving quicker than you are, so it's getting ahead of you, and you see it continue to fall and fall. You can see you get to an angle where you see the back end of it is open. So like the actual like onboarding and the ramp is open and kind of just like hanging limply in the moving air as it goes.
Do we see a name on the side of the ship?
A name on the ship? That would be a check to try and spot that from the ground. Go ahead and roll a systems check. Anybody could if they would like to.
Oh, did you find out if social skill triggers apply in mechs or no?
I was running the game. I wasn't looking it up. If you want to look that up,
I'll look that up.
The
now.
copy, yeah.
I will look that up now.
Yeah.
Just because.
16, right?
Okay, 16. Was anybody else rolling that as well?
It's in pilot.
You can also get it from your mech's character sheet. Your mech character sheet stats. There's right next to the your image. Got it. Okay, 10. Okay, yeah, both of you can pick that up. It's Sierra 4. So
Sierra 4, this is Hammer. Do you copy?
To give it a minute. You get no reply?
Sierra
Just continue
4,
to-
this is Hammer. Do you copy?
Nothing comes up.
Spanner, Reaper, set up in the tree line. Anything moves, kill it.
Copy.
I'll be better with you, Demon.
I just gave you an order.
Yes, sir.
Just to reiterate, it hasn't landed yet. You're just kind of tracking it as it goes. It is.
I thought you said landed.
No. I'm saying
Oh.
it's the onboarding ramp just flying in the wind, and you see inside of it from there. You don't see it actually. It's still just kind of dead, limping to the ground, but it's still going quicker. As you go and you do call and you try and get some message to see where it's going. After a few minutes, you lose sight of it over some buildings, just like the horizon covers it, but you do hear something go off, and then you don't, and then there's a couple like smoke like trails going up into the sky, which you'd think from the angle and kind of how it went down, that was probably where it landed.
Oh, I'm after finding. It says here for bonuses, accuracy and difficult represent monumentary advantages or disadvantages. Stat bonuses come from 3 sources: your pilot challenges and experiences, in brackets, triggers, your skill with mechs, mech skills, and their grit. So I don't think it necessarily says you can't use triggers in a mech, but...
Right. Cool. So yeah, it went down, and it's a little ways from you. How are you going about trying to get to it? Cautiously, not cautiously? What's your go ahead?
Standard 3 mechs cautious, Reaper ahead to see what he can scout of the area.
Yep.
Okay. Give me another agility check, Reaper.
Cool. No, that's my pilot sheet. But would act unseen or unheard apply to this? In your mind?
Yeah.
Right. So that gives me a +2 to this. Agility, correct?
Yes.
It's just a flat +2, so how would I add that to an agility roll?
You just press the 2 plus twice, don't you, on the bottom?
Won't let me add anything in there. That's a total. That's telling you how many bonuses you're getting, or how many negatives you're getting.
You just roll it and we'll add it manually.
Cool.
That's why I don't think triggers actually work for the
4
stuff. But, 4. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. So you move forward and you you think you're doing fine. You move forward and you get to the edge of this clearing, and what you see is a downed AMS dropship and a couple of like bits. At first maybe debris, but then you kind of realize into the outlines of like mech chassis that are on fire. And give me a systems check from where you're at.
For reference, because I did just see this, triggers apply to actions that depend on your pilot's personal abilities, not based on the mech specifications. When
That's
taking actions that rely on a mech skills are used instead.
Cool. Got it. That makes perfect sense. Systems?
Systems, yes.
Oh, yet again, opening my pilot's thing. No accuracy or difficulty?
Nope.
5.
5. Yeah, you just see a mess of a lot of things next to the dropship. You don't see anything else.
I'll call it in. It's messy. Lots of burned out mech husks. I'm not seeing any survivors.
Hold your position, we're coming to you.
Copy.
Any hostiles?
None that I've seen.
Alright, Spanner, Ursa, double time.
We are moving!
You move forward. So as you move forward, Midge, I've messaged you twice on the places we said, and then you didn't check. So yes, you're coming up. So actually get ready. So yeah, Midge, you got a headache, and it's dark. The last thing you remember was they were giving a countdown to let you off, and then just a big jostle and just a searing hot pain in your forehead. And now it's dark. The angle of gravity is it's coming from a different direction than you remember of it, so you're kind of like on your side. And you just have a headache.
Okay. Am I in my mech or am I...
You're in a cockpit.
Okay. Can I do a systems check? Just
It's currently offline. Like it's shut down. If you want to, you can kind of bring it up and everything. I want you to just make a grit check for me. And if you have any triggers or anything to apply to this, you may do so. or you may say so and then do so.
What it is I don't think I have anything that would apply to this.
Okay.
Um,
And just make a grit check then.
oh, there we go. That's a natural one, apparently.
As an extra one. So what happens is you do you get it going, but then the things start moving around you without you moving stuff. Like your main displays are still kind of into. You ever seen like a TV that doesn't have a signal, but it's just like displaying a holding signal? So it's like it's kind of like that for your displays, but you can tell something's moving. So you get that. Reaper. From where you're at, you see in kind of a mess of debris. You see a mech kind of get up from inside of it and stand up. It doesn't look too much worse for wear, but its movements are very robotic.
Demon.
Don't have like person behind it kind of thing.
Copy.
It looks like one of these mechs might be robot controlled. One of them's just stood up and started walking around. Doesn't look like it's particularly badly beaten up. It is an AMS mech.
Stand by, don't engage.
Copy. I'll keep an eye on it.
Juliet?
When it comes up.
Go ahead, Hammer.
Do we have any remote controlled mechs on the field?
We shouldn't.
Copy that. Stand by. Reaper, there shouldn't be any remote controlled mechs. There's got to be a pilot in that, someone trying to start it up.
Well, they're doing a pretty piss poor job.
We don't know what kind of damage it's got. Spanner, would you be able to do anything if we get you close enough?
Yeah, but you'll have to cover me because I have to get out of my mech.
Don't worry about that. We got you.
I'll keep an eye out for any other targets, but right now it's just sort of, it looks like it's going through maybe a boot up procedure or something.
All right. Keep trying on the radio. See if you can get through to the pilot.
Yeah, and I'll try that to this mech.
Okay, you'll try that. Hold on, I'm just gonna bring us into. Well, no, actually, you're still probably another round or two away. So yeah, you radio in like just in the open, just like.
Is there a way for me to know what? Actually, I'll ask Juliet. Juliet, Reaper.
Juliet. Go ahead.
Do you happen to know the radio frequency that this downed flyer was using?
I'll forward it to you, and you
Thank
get a
you.
forward, and there's the radio signal.
He'll patch into it and try and talk to the mech directly.
Okay. Just let me see right here. Natural one. That kind of makes some things difficult. So
Yeah, certain things aren't working properly.
I'm just gonna do a glitch check here. Okay. So Padre, you're still in the dark and you're just trying to you're running through a boot up sequence again, and you're like, okay, I'm like, nope, flip that switch down again, and now we're gonna flip it up again, and it's not like engaging too much. But you do see like the radio kick on for a split second and then go back down again. Reaper, what you hear on the outside is you hear a computerized voice replying through the radio back to you. It says, AMS pilot. My pilot currently has a concussion and requires aid.
I will then patch back over to my own internals. We got a pilot in that mech. The internal systems just told me he's suffering a concussion. Needs assistance.
You'd notice this to be a CompCon unit.
It's a CompCon unit. It's a familiar
engaged.
thing.
Okay, that makes sense. Demon?
We gotta get there fast before he does something stupid because he's not thinking straight.
The look on Midge's face right now.
I'm sorry, but it's true. You got a concussion. You're not thinking straight.
You're concussed,
I think he
Midge.
has one. So
Hell, you'd be lucky you remember your name right now.
True. You did just like crash.
So as a thing, so I'm just gonna bring this in right now. I'll just say after a few minutes, you all get there and are ready to go. I'm just gonna go ahead and activate this map. And if Spanner's going up and going to check,
Can I contact the CompCon and
Right.
ask it to stop moving?
lighting. Yeah, no, you totally can.
Okay, I do that and ask it to inform its pilot that friendly combatants are in the area and trying to help.
As you get close, and Spanner says that they're there to help, kind of thing. It gets on a knee and it gets ready. And Padre, you're still feeling things moving around. Like you're thinking clearly, but for some reason, all your controls are locked out. It's almost as if this thing's like on an autopilot somehow, but that shouldn't imply when you're inside of it. It should be able to detect things. So Spanner, you're greeted when like the hermetic seals break on the cockpit to an individual who's awake and conscious and looks confused.
Hey there, how you doing?
I'm not bad. Can't get this to
You
work.
look- Well, let me patch you, and then I'll patch this, okay?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Call me Padre.
Padre it is. I'm Spanner. Demon, I've got him.
Copy that. Try and make it quick.
Just
Okay,
to know, I'm eyes open behind us in case anyone shows up.
Hold security.
Okay, so as I'm out my mech, Roach, I'm going to do a patch on Padre,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do a hack or fix on the mech.
Righto.
Do I get anything
fix.
extra?
For a hacker fix,
Well,
I'd say
I'm
you
doing
get
the
it-
patch first. The human's more important than the mech.
well, yeah, no. With the patch just goes in. I would say don't even waste it because as you don't even waste the actual consumable if it's a consumable or anything. Just you go in and you check. It's or no, I guess the patch is your skill trigger. But you can go ahead and roll it if you'd like. Actually, yeah, go ahead and roll a +2 on that. That would work. Yeah, no, he doesn't have a concussion. But he does have a kind of like a, one of those, he's got like, if it was on his face, be a shiner, like he's got some, he definitely hit his head on something, but it's not a concussion. It's more just like, just smacked him really hard inside there.
Guy needs an ice bag.
Yeah, basically that's how bad it is. Probably has a
Okay.
headache.
And then I'll do hack or fix.
Okay. This one you do need to roll.
And I don't get anything extra.
Nope, just your +2 for the hacker fix. 18, cool. Yeah, so Padre, this woman in coveralls comes in and starts working on some of the panels. And Spanner, you figure out pretty darn quickly. Didn't seem to be this guy's fault. When it hit, something engaged, like an emergency procedure. He was out at some point, and for some reason it didn't disengage, and it's just been kind of stuck in like a CompCon like protect loop going. But you were able to shut it down, and then everything powers down, and everything comes back up, and the lights are back on inside. And Padre, this thing, like all the computer control systems are back up and running. Yeah.
Padre, do you know if anyone else is alive? Your ship's come down.
Well, I can tell that my ship's down, but I guess I try to open comms with the rest of my squad.
Yeah, you go ahead, switch it up, and just give a few calls. You don't get any replies. I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You do as you're finally kind of like back into sorts, and you know what's going on around and everything. You do see 3 burning chassis around the ship.
No, that's all of them there.
Ursa, Demon, can you do a quick check, see if anyone's in there?
Copy that.
I got 06.
Yeah, you go ahead and just make a. Well, have to do this like in person. You would have to get out and check to do an actual search. So just do a grit check.
I'll happily get out and investigate.
Okay, do another grit check as well.
I've got.
I got 20.
I have the skill trigger investigate.
Then you can go ahead and do that. You can roll a skill trigger on that.
Natty 20.
Yep, natty 20.
Nice.
Ten.
Okay, cool. And is Ursa also rolling?
No, I think Ursa is holding back, and
Okay.
they got plenty of people searching this. Ursa is on point, defending underneath the Reaper.
Yeah, so Padre, you look around. You definitely see that people weren't in the cockpits of these. Like, you don't see anybody in here. Demon, you check around. You know for sure nobody was in these cockpits when these went up. Either they bailed out or something, but there's no personal remains here. They might be somewhere in the city. They might have bailed out, like over the city.
All right, I'll call it in. Padre, you best stick with us.
Wasn't planning on going alone.
Well, they left you on your own. Juliet.
Go ahead, Hammer.
We got one survivor, Lancer, codename Padre.
Wait, one Hammer. Okay, I've got him. I'm gonna add him to your squad. Doesn't look like we have anybody else in your area to take him on. Do we have any casualties inside the ship that need medevac?
Negative, there's no one inside the ship. Only Padre. I'm guessing the rest bailed out over the city.
Most likely. I'll task some search and rescue drones to go out and see if they spot anything. And then there's a wait one. Okay, Hammer. I'm going to retask you back to what you were doing previously. We're getting a lot of calls from up on high to check on the anti-orbitals going up there. There's a lot of chatter going on. I'm going to want you to do that post-haste. We don't want to delay anything. Just try and... how do I want to say this? Just... sorry, I had to get like a thing up. Just try and go through with this as quickly as possible. Keep Padre with you. Don't let him wander. Anything that should be able to help you with your objective. We'll see at some point if Charlie's objective needs to be redone.
All players, clear third wheel airspace. All players, break clear right now.
And then you hear that over the radio. And there's nothing for a few seconds, as you were just broken by like an all channels signal.
Juliet, can I get some confirmation on that?
There's nothing for a few seconds. And then you hear Juliet come in like loudly. Hammer, radiologicals. Lock filters on all optics, brace for shockwave.
Everyone in your mechs, lock up tight.
I get down off the building and get somewhere where there isn't going to be anything falling on top of me.
I'm going to deploy my tripod that helps me brace against being prone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just hold on.
Down on one knee with the rifle.
Okay, I need everybody to make a systems check for me.
Cool. I keep opening the wrong damn sheet. I'll get this eventually. Cool. Systems?
9.
Yep.
Sick.
Cool.
14.
Cool. What was that, Lake? Was that 5 for you?
I got a 5, yeah.
Okay. And Padre. Systems is in your mech sheet.
It's a mech sheet, mech loadout. Sorry, mech talents. No, it's mech.
Yeah, do I get any bonuses for my...
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. That's just we're just doing a group check right now. Okay, cool.
Sweet.
So what happens? Everybody but Reaper, who gets behind a building, you all are going through the process. There's a manual process has to go through. You have to lock down all of the visual systems in here, or else they're going to get burnt out by things. And you're all doing that, and you catch the tail end of just this. Just everything goes staticky, and then all the lights get bright as things overtake. And then, hold on, I had this whole thing planned then. And then it goes back down, and the static goes away, and the rumble there's no rumble, there's nothing that comes through, no shock wave itself. And Reaper, you look up, and you see where that bright flash came from. There is a bright, still lingering ball of just fusion or fission energy, very small in the sky, as if it's in orbit.
Reaper Romeo Juliet 2. Come in, Romeo Juliet 2.
Go ahead, Hammer.
Confirmed fission. Confirmed. Confirmed nuclear or fission reaction somewhere. In orbit. Something's just gone up like a light.
Yeah, we're still getting things. If you're okay, go back on your mission. Things are hectic up here.
Copy. We'll inform you of anything coming up. The rest of my team is currently on the mend. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Reaper out.
Hammer sound off.
Reaper good.
You imagine this point, you just hear Oleg saying, "Wake up, you stupid Mech!" Smacking his the console in front
That's
of him.
the exact audio sound we hear as well. It's all crackly and garbled and shit.
Okay, Ursa's fine. Spanner, sound off.
Banner working on it.
Padre?
It's just starting to become a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
All
right, everyone.
You guys get back up and running. I'll keep us covered.
Hard restarts on everybody. And I want a full systems check before we move. Make it as fast as you can.
If anyone needs help.
Now would be the perfect time to go to break.
Yeah, it would be. I
Yes,
would say
it would.
As a funny
Rival
side
these
note.
snacks.
Okay.
As a funny side note, Padre does definitely start getting very annoyed with the very obnoxious AMS startup sound that their OS version has. Yeah.
That's like the AOL
Welcome
sound
to
but backwards.
AMS construction.
So
Yeah,
imagine the last thing you all hear after you hear that is flipping of pages and just maintaining the Everest combat mechs opera. He just starts reading the pre-maintenance procedures of the technical manual.
Well, whilst that takes on place, let us go to our midpoint break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes' time. Use this time, grab yourself a drink, stretch, take meds if you've forgotten today, and we'll see you soon. Hey, come here a minute. Do you need royalty-free music for your TTRPG content, whether that be a YouTube video, stream, TikTok, Instagram post? Don't worry, we've got you covered. My name's Alex. I've been a content creator for almost a decade now, and I've teamed up with my good friend Harry to produce 10 royalty-free songs for you to use in your content completely for free. We've tried to make a whole range of motifs with this album, covering happy music to sad music, to mystery music to combat music. And if this takes off, you know what? We might even make some more. So give the Elendor Chronicles soundtrack Volume 1 a shot. It's free to stream everywhere. And if you want the high quality downloads, you can come over to our Patreon and download them, or you can contact me directly at tabletop@themidgemansworld.co.uk as a creator, and I'll just give it to you for free. That's it, there's no catch. And just to prove it, we've also given you guys a user license agreement to prove that you have the complete perpetual rights to use this content. So enjoy, and good luck on your next adventure. Oh, good day. I'm Martin Sanderson, and I'm the CEO of Avari Military Solutions. We here at Avari know that it doesn't take much to cause problems out on the frontier. Whether that be from local pirate raids, neighboring interstellar powers, or even just an unhappy populace with unreasonable demands. Just what is a small to mid-sized regional power to do when faced with these problems? You look to Avari for your solutions. With open-ended contracts, well-trained personnel, state-of-the-art aerospace forces, and competitive rates, we stand ready to help find the right solution to your problem. So if you have a problem, why not call Avari for your solution? Our operators are waiting to take your call, and consultations are free of charge.
Avari Military Solutions, a solution for your problem.
Avari Military Solutions is not licensed to operate within the Kark and Great Baronies, the Andes Corps, or any Class A combat zones. AMS is a subsidiary of Omni Radiance Holdings, a family company.
When is a story more than a story? When a tale is more than words on paper? When is an ad more than the script it's written on? In the darkest and deepest annals of our own history, worlds of wonder and splendor burst through like a blister made of hope. From the brain that's rattled and riddled with madness, a radiant pustule. Writing, art, that's storytelling. That is the true lust of life. You too can dutifully indulge in art. Like fans of the greats. Shakespeare, King, Tolkien, Seuss, Mercer. You too can indulge through Twitch Prime. Get an extended access to a wealth of knowledge with a simple click, an emotion so small that it could endlessly amount to possibilities. Embrace those feelings. Support art. Support the component cast. And we're back.
Okay. With one more mech pilot than we had when we started. So, yeah, as you reboot everything, you kind of go through the process. Everything's back up and running. It wasn't like a hard reset or anything. It was just a lot of electrical interference gets kind of thrown up, and some things are more insulated against that than others. It was pretty far away, so it wasn't too harsh. So you're back up and running within a few minutes, 100%. The checks through of things takes a little bit longer, but that's not. It's like, so probably grand total, you're off for about 10 minutes total of just running through everything. But then everybody's back up and running, mechs are up, and you can start moving out again. What is the plan?
Well, we're supposed to be moving with all haste to the orbital missile launch site.
Yes.
It's clear now that those missiles are doing damage up top, and we seem to be the closest unit in the area. So we will go with our standard kind of configuration, send Reaper off on the scout with orders not to engage type thing. Just kind of get us the lay of the land, spot any enemy movements that we can while we're on our way, while the other 4 of us move with a bit more caution.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that kind of move up to Reaper, he moves off ahead a bit, stops, we move up to him, so he's always got support if he needs it.
Right.
But that's pretty much it. That's what we're doing. Just making all speed we can. So although we're being a bit more cautious, there's urgency in our movement.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna want actually, I just want somebody to roll d20 for me. Whoever thinks they have the best options.
I'll do it, sure. Oh, never mind.
Got a 10.
10? Cool. Okay, so you move as quickly and cautiously as you can, and you're not stopped or anything kind of jumps out at you or anything. You're moving through. You finally get back to where you were before, which allows you to trace where that was coming from and go right back to the trail you were on previously. As you go, it's been a while since you dropped now. Now there's been combat around the city and now in the city for at least, like, we're talking 2 hours now at this point. And so you can start seeing that as well. There's a haze that starts coming in over the air from smoke that's rolling in, and little bits of ash and stuff that are still in there from something burning further in the city or outside the city. You're not exactly sure from where you're at, but it does decrease visibility slightly. But you move and you get closer and closer until you said Reaper was out front doing the scouts. Reaper, just give me a systems check. Systems check.
18.
18, cool. So you spot it because you spot from kind of a well, actually you get to pick. If you were trying to get close or at least like get eyes on these launchers, would you be trying to stay high or stay low?
Stay high.
Stay high. Okay, cool. So by going across rooftops, keeping cover, that kind of thing, you're able to spot 2 anti-aircraft vehicles, and what looks to be at first thought maybe some sort of transport truck, but it's really long and it's empty in the back, and it's like trundling down a road, and these 2 anti-aircraft vehicles kind of just stay around, and you do see some other things like moving around this like kind of cleared out area, as if this is like a designated kind of site.
Can I make out details about any of the targets that aren't the anti-aircraft or that big trundling truck? Like, do I spot more mechs? Do I spot more tanks? Or is it both?
What'd you get with your systems? 18?
18.
18? Okay, hold on.
Cool. Hold one.
Okay. With an 18, you do spot some extra details. What you see is, you haven't seen this before, but it looks like some sort of APC, a wheeled APC, with a gun on the top of it, that is kind of sitting next to a building, covering kind of an approach. And then in that building next to it, you see infantry have set up kind of like a, almost like an ambush position. And every so often, you see through some of the buildings to kind of like the north of your position, one of those hummingbirds.
The large sort of truck thing, I don't know what that is at all. I have no idea what that could be.
Give me a grit check, because this would be a personal thing for you.
Cool. That would be on my pilot sheet, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yes. 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you actually recognize that. That's a pretty Union standard design print. That is an anti-orbital, or it's a missile truck. So it transports and then has the facilities to launch a missile, and that's probably where that anti-orbital missile came from. Though
it's empty now, right?
It's empty. The bed's empty in the back.
Right. And there was one hummingbird.
You see one hummingbird kind of moving around, kind of on the outskirts of this position.
Right. I'm going to try and connect a video feed to Demon, and then relay all this to him.
Okay.
So what we got here is we got an APC set up next to this building. In that building, we got some infantry set up in an ambush. I got one hummingbird mech confirmed. This looks like it's a Union thing. I think you probably recognize it as well, considering a time in the Union. It's an anti-orbital missile launcher. Would have came out yourself, fired its rocket. It's empty now.
I can give you a view of this area.
Yeah. So we'll point out where everything is on the area. And then, of course, we got our 2 anti-aircraft tanks here and here. I haven't spotted anything else, but we'll keep an eye open and see if I do. Currently, I've got all that. I haven't seen anything else.
Just make sure you're not seen, bud. All right, we're moving to
that. Where am I
Okay.
on this map, Roach?
You see those 2 buildings, those 2 level 3 buildings with a level 2 building in the center, in the bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Oh, this one over here?
Yep, you're on this level 3 building on top of it.
Ah, right, okay. I've relayed as much information as I can. I will then attempt to just stay hidden.
Juliet Demon.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, we've got confirmed contact with what was the missile launch vehicle. It's now empty, and 2 anti-air units protecting it, plus infantry and APCs. At least 1 hummingbird in attendance also.
Understood, Hammer. Take out the site. If there's any information on further orbital launch sites, it would be there.
Copy that. We'll engage in due time.
All right. I'm just gonna make sure your token is there.
There I am.
Yep. So yeah, you have a because of your roles, you can kind of pick how you want to go about this when you start the combat.
All right. Well, once we get to like the outskirts of the town, with Reaper doing what Reaper's doing, which is being very, very stealthy and probably lining up shots all over the place, gonna pull Padre to one side and basically say, right, what's your combat experience?
You're muted.
He's thinking. He's computing.
Roach, what is my combat experience? I'm not. My background's not military, but how long have I been? How long have I been with Avari?
This is probably your first mission. Probably your first mission. There's a lot of new blood in
A lot of green
and like
going on here.
information. A lot of greens.
We've had not much outside the Sims.
But you've had sim training. How many hours? Pick a random number, mate. It's not gonna be good.
You probably had maybe
500.
20.
No, I don't know what
yeah.
It was over 2 years, right? Of travel.
No, you've been asleep for 2 years.
Well, you've been on
it's
rotation,
2
so
years
6 awake, 6 asleep. So
Yeah, so you've had a year sharing, so you probably had maybe 100 hours or something like that.
Okay, okay. And what's the setup for your mech?
Artillery. I got a howitzer, a mortar, and an assault rifle.
Okay, so
And I'm a combat medic. So if you get fucked up yourself, come say hi.
okay, so we've got 3 long-range units. Right, Ursa, we're going to be having some fun down the front again.
Okay.
All right,
I also have these jackhammer rounds if we need to destroy any buildings.
that could be very useful. Keep them loaded. We might need to destroy cover.
Okay.
All right. Primary targets are the anti-air units and the hummingbird. Any additional information from the IFV we can grab, and anything from the infantry. But other than that, if it's in enemy colors, kill it.
I will say, because of the current state of the air, you will have a inaccuracy if you're firing beyond 10 from where you're at. That isn't compound on if you're inaccurate already.
Okay, so the howitzer is still just one inaccurate from 20.
Yeah, it would affect Reaper as a targeted like one shot kind of thing.
Yeah. If I was to be like, I want to shoot at this, I got an inaccuracy, which is countered by my accuracy, so it's a flat roll.
Yeah. That applies to everybody, so.
Yes. I don't think anyone. Well, actually, no. I think Midge's assault rifle might be long enough range that his might apply. I don't remember.
Well, that means that Midge would be kind of the halfway house between me, Ursa, and you two at the back.
Actually, the assault rifle is exactly at 10.
Oh, so it's at its max range. He would get a negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mortar's 15, the howitzer's 20.
Yep.
But the mortar and the howitzer are inaccurate already, so.
Yeah. So it doesn't really apply too much. So.
All right, so we need to breach. There's only really one way in.
I also have deployable drones, by the way, as like turret defense drones if we need to hold somewhere.
Or could use me in an ambush.
Yeah.
Right. Just saying what I've got.
Demon, you call my target, I'll put a hole in it.
If it breathes, kill it. If it moves, kill it.
He points at this mage SPAA here. I'm going to take that one.
Absolutely.
So are we allowed to like adjust where we're starting slightly?
I'm trying to draw a kind of like deployment zone, but
Okay.
I cannot. I forgot how to stop drawing. It's throwing me off.
I just want to stop drawing. Ah. Every
you got the
artist ever.
We put down the number
Yeah.
2 pencil.
Because right clicking just erases what I did. Like shift clicking doesn't do anything. Control clicking doesn't do anything. Enter doesn't do anything.
You just let go of the mouse.
I'm not I'm not holding anything. I'm drawing a polygon. This is you just draw until you're.
I was just using a template, but you know.
Well, because it doesn't really work as a template that well, but I'll get close. So you can deploy it within that box and not be detected.
I'm gonna stay where I am, I think.
Mhm.
I am hidden until I fire, but I can drop off the building and hide anyway. So
All right.
Nope. me and Red looking at the same location.
Ursa, can
Same
you
place.
actually deploy there? You're not going to be able to get out. You'll have to come all the way around the building.
No, there's
I have jump jets. I can just jump over.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I completely forget you've got
Also-
jump jets.
Also, there's half cover here, so you'll just be able to go around through this this
gap
stretch.
there, yeah.
Yeah, there's a gap. So all right,
Honestly, I
everybody.
might go that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's for that.
Yeah, so you can step
Okay.
over half cover for free. Essentially, it doesn't
Yeah.
really count as as any kind of obstruction
Oh.
movement wise.
Those are not what I thought.
It's the ones, the
Yes,
twos,
yes,
the
yes.
threes you have to worry about.
My mortar's in range of the IFV, all of my artillery is in range of most of my howitzers in range of everything, and my assault rifle can hit the mage SPA from where I am. So I think that's a good location.
Sounds good.
Roach, can I run a systems check and just make sure there's nothing in the buildings in front of us?
Oh, you want to check and see if there's any infantry still?
She wants to check and see in case you're being completely underhanded and putting infantry with rocket launchers right in our AO.
I mean, that wouldn't be, you know.
You can go
Unless
ahead and
ever
roll a
happened
systems
before,
check.
you know?
Yeah, you can roll a systems check. Reaper did make a really good one, so I gave you some things, but yeah, you can go ahead and roll if that makes you feel better.
If that makes you feel better. No, it doesn't. It just makes me feel more nervous.
You don't
I
see
see
anything
nothing.
else. Yeah, with an 8, you don't see anything else pop out at you.
Cool.
Okay. Everybody good?
All right, who's going
So,
first?
yep, because it's all you.
Do you
start
guys
the
mind if I
combat.
go first?
By all means.
Do it.
Cool. Let me just double check my. Right, so the missile rack has a range of 10 as well. So if I don't kill this thing with the anti-material rifle, I'll shoot at it with the good stuff as well.
With the good
So,
stuff. Yep.
With the good stuff. Cool.
So, gonna begin
I
combat,
am
and we're gonna say Reaper
Going
goes first.
to. I'm going to activate crack shot. So I get steady aim. I become immobilized until the start of my next turn, but I gain a +1 accuracy on all attacks I make with rifles. So that just applies to the anti-material rifle, but it does mean I have an extra +1 accuracy. So I will take the highest of the two. And there is nothing else to apply there, I don't believe. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll. I have accuracy. I have an extra 1 from that. It has no cover. Would that be fair to say, Roach? It has no cover?
No, I don't think it would. You're on a level 3 building.
Cool. No lock on. Do I get? I probably wouldn't get an extra accuracy for ambush or anything because I don't have any kind of thing to apply to that. So yeah, It's a hit.
Okay. Hit 6 damage.
Yes. It doesn't go up, I assume.
No, it does not go up.
Cool. I wanted to check just in case I could put my missiles somewhere else. So I am then going to use my missile rack. It has a burst of 1, which means it won't hit anything else, but that's fine. It doesn't have long enough range to hit the infantry and the IFV over there, so I'm just going to go ahead and yeet the missiles at it as well. It won't get any extra accuracy. So I'm just going to roll it. It's a 16 to hit with 4 damage.
4 damage?
Yes. I don't know why it's giving me some sort of error message about something when I'm trying to attack here. I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm guessing it's because you fired the missiles earlier, but you never reloaded the missiles.
No, the missiles reloaded because I stabilized and reloaded everything. It applied to my anti-material rifle as well. I don't know what's going on there. Which we didn't get an animation or anything, so something might be something funny, but it doesn't matter.
Might be something like that. Yeah.
So yes, that's my turn.
That was on.
It was on SPAA1, but there's no number, but it's the lower one. Well, it's the one without the number.
It's one without the number, which is 2. Cool. Yeah. So with 10 total damage done, you see it go up. Yeah. It just ting ting. Just goes up, like its missile rack explodes. It's very T-72-esque. And
at that point, he turns on the music because he has a sound system inside of his mech. It's something I took. He actually has a sound system in his mech.
Like do music intense efforts.
Yeah. Rip and tear until it is done.
Yeah. So that's your turn. Now it's the enemy's turn. Cool.
One less enemy to shoot at.
Yep, one less enemy to shoot at. That is true. Okay, so you see the... Ooh. You see the mage go up 3 here. And it's gonna activate one of its abilities. It's gonna use a quick action and activate javelin rockets. So I'm gonna mark these down just so you know. So basically it gets to pick 3 spaces within 20 that are not adjacent to each other within sight that he can see, and bad things happen if you step on them. Basically, you just see a whole bunch of rockets go up into the sky and they never come down.
Oh no!
And I'm just gonna draw some. I'm just gonna make a. We're here.
It's
So
the
this
javelin launcher. It's the what's it? The calculator company javelin.
Those are where they're at. So, yep, if you look up there, you can see them through clouds sometimes. And these rockets are just like in a lazy 8 pattern in the sky.
We'll get away from them.
Quick action that he just did, and he did a movement, so he's got one more quick action. Do I do this? Oh, that's gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do it, because it's just fun. Okay, so it also fires a bigger missile out of kind of like a rack to its side, and it's a lot slower. So it's gonna go ahead and use its other quick action to fire a hound missile. And I gotta figure out a way of tracking this.
Wolf.
A wolf missile. Tile browser. I'm gonna pick something here. Missile. It's absolutely zero idea where I'd find some. I'm just gonna put down like I'm gonna paint something because that'll just work better. I'll move it. So that little thing right there is a hound missile. And a hound missile. Go to the Rainmaker's turn. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it gets to go. Oop, nope. Don't do that. It gets to go 1, 2, 3. And that's
Roach, would we know what that does?
Yeah, no, that's an autonomous drone missile. That's vectoring in on one of you as a target, but it can make its own decisions. So it's not good. It's a computer, fuel, and a lot of explosives. For reference, that would be a let's see here. 2 target. It's a size 1.5. It has HP and evasion. It also has E defense and things like that. So it is a drone. So it is a full thing you can target. That's 16 damage in an area blast. Burst 1 explosive 16.
Ow.
Yeah, just letting you know. It's bad.
It's bad.
And the javelins, basically, you just step into those. You're gonna get hit by things. It's like a mine, but they don't go away after you hit them. They just they're there. And that's the end of its turn. Who wants to go next?
I'm gonna suggest maybe Padre with your howitzer and mortar.
Do you want me to try and blow that drone guided bomb out of existence?
I mean, is that possible, Roach?
Yeah, it's a character. It's a thing targetable and everything. It has defense and HP.
I mean, if you want to do that, I'd probably go with your assault rifle, but
It's currently behind cover.
Yeah, it's behind 2 1-1s, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go with your mortar or something, that's fine. But I was just thinking, maybe hitting, because you got those, those reaching shots that damage buildings.
Yeah.
I was thinking those infantry, but no, the drone is probably a better idea.
Yeah, the thing with the size, what was it? Size 116 damage blast.
Oh yeah, that would put me.
Yeah.
That would hurt. That would hurt.
That thing needs to go down. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna pop my mortar at it, I think.
Okay. So you're going, Padre. What's up?
Yeah. So
it's in range.
Yep.
It's arcing. You would have so you have an inaccuracy that you have to place on that, but that would be it for this. It has a defense of 10, evasion 10, so you got to break 10.
So 1 inaccurate,
and then just roll it. 15. Okay,
nice.
So you hit. Yeah, you hit. Now I've got to write down on this piece of paper a missile.
The missile's HP.
Well, the missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't.
Yeah.
You haven't heard of that, Midge? Because you just gave me a look like you've never heard of that meme.
It's a funny meme.
Yeah.
I'll inform you later.
So yeah, you hit it. It didn't kill it though.
You can't keep attacking.
Yeah, you have you can do I think one more mount.
Use your howitzer. Because you have to use the howitzer before you move because it's ordnance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I want to try and fucking shoot this thing with the assault rifle, even though it has some cover. Just get it
I'm
out.
pretty sure that counts as hardcover because it's behind a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be hardcover.
Fine. Howard's
You
in the
could-
fucking building.
It's okay. What are you targeting?
I'm gonna
The
trying to hit the infantry and the Burbank IFV.
Okay. Yep. Just target the infantry because let me double check the Burbank evasion 8. I think the infantry have evasion 10. Nope, both have the
So
same
how do I
evasion, so
how
just
do
go
I
ahead and target
how do
one.
I? Oh, there's select targets. Okay.
Yeah, you right click and then yeah.
Double right click.
You can you can double right click as well. That'll work.
Right.
But you can only do one. You got it. You got it. I can see that you've targeted it.
And I'm gonna you said that okay, so there's not an extra inaccuracy for the environment, right?
Yeah, no, not with inaccurate weapons, inherently inaccurate or arcing weapons. There's no inaccuracies on top of anything.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you're targeting right at the edge where this guy is, and then so you get the blast on the Burbank as well. It's kind of like you're. Okay.
So
cool.
as a
Yep, go
pilot
ahead and-
talent, I have siege specialist.
Siege specialist.
He's a
it's a-
stammer.
which if I can fire a jackhammer round which deals 10 AP kinetic damage to any size of one section or object within range.
That's
hang
a
on.
quick action. That's its own thing. That's its own thing.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I would be able
no.
to do this secondary. Do this.
Well, you've already fired your mortar, so basically you're just firing another gun right now. So you'd have to pick between firing this howitzer or doing a jackhammer round.
Right. Let's just
So
just do that. Let's just do the
Howitzer.
howitzer this round, and then we'll think about taking out some buildings after.
Okay. All right. Well, you're targeted. You can go ahead and attack. You would like.
It's an 11.
11 to hit and 5 damage done. Cool. So
Also need to hit the
is-
Burbank, right? As well. That would
yeah,
be in
just
range.
roll. You just roll a d20 with a negative d6 on it because you can't shoot again because it's a loading weapon. So it's kind of an issue.
So d20 with a -1. Was it 1? Oh, 1d6.
1d6. You can't just roll a d20 and then a d6, and we'll just see how it goes.
7.
Oh yeah, that does work. It's just because you rolled it. Yeah, no, well, that did work. Big. How you formatted that? Cool. Yeah. You don't hit the Burbank. It's one off from its evasion. But that is a good round. Do you want to move? Because you still have your movement after you fire your ordnance. You can't do it. You can't move before you fire an ordnance, but you can move after. if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna hold here.
Cool. So something's happening you're not seeing. That's the end of that one's turn. Demon Spanner Ursa. Who wants to go?
I have an idea if you two are still thinking.
Yeah, go for it.
Ursa? Okay. So, in the spirit of Howitzers for Days,
Howitzers for days.
can I try and howitzer the same building that Midge just went for? So the infantry and the...
And the Burbank. Yep, you totally can if you'd like.
Just a couple of knucklehead broadsides at the back here.
When in doubt, yeet it out.
All they're hearing is just, all they're seeing is just the smoke plumes of the muzzles, like from behind the building. Just
I studied at the Alucard School of Mech Warfare, which is bitches love cannons, and I'm a little bitch, so
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Red. There you go.
Oh.
Ooh, -1 to hit. Well, you gotta roll for the Burbank too, so just roll a d20 with a -6, and we'll see if you hit that one.
Ow.
That's like the second -1 we've had. There's gotta have spaces between the negative thing.
I think you also have to put /or at the start of that.
Yeah.
The way I did
think you
it
have to have
was
space.
I clicked the D20 that's in the bottom right and then added the -1 D6 because it preps the format.
That's a good point.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Hey, 13. Nice.
13, cool. It's going to activate as a reaction, a hunker down, which means it gets resistance to all damage from the attack, which means it's just going to take like half. So go ahead and roll your damage for it.
Come on, 2 6s. Still make it take 6 damage. Ah.
7. I'm going to round down on damage just in general, so it takes 3 from its current.
Right, so what I'm going to do next is fly and land next to Mikey.
Oi.
So you're right next to Reaper on the building.
And then... So, I still don't know the rules, so tell me if I'm not allowed to do... I'm getting there. I'm a quick learner.
We'll get there. Just gotta tell me
But
what it
I
is.
have a Nexus Hunter Killer. Can I
Okay.
fire that after moving?
Does
It's
it
an
say
assault
ordnance?
rifle.
Does
Does it say
No,
ordnance?
it's a main weapon mount. It
No, you
doesn't
can
say
fire it.
ordnance.
Yeah, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to.
Pretty sure you should be able to, because you attacked. With
You attacked,
your...
you moved, and then you're attacking again as another quick action. So yeah. And it's not an ordnance weapon, so you don't need to not move before you use it.
Pretty sure it's okay. I'm just gonna double
As
check.
long as it didn't take you an action to fly, you should be fine.
Yeah.
You may choose
Yeah,
to
ba-
count any and all of your movement as flying.
Yeah, you
I
have
just
the fly
make
system,
key,
so you
it's
can
not an
you can just fly. Yeah, you can just fly.
For reference, a quick action attack would be attack with a single weapon. In addition to your primary attack, you may attack with an auxiliary weapon on the same mount. So this isn't on the same mount of the howitzer, so that wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You can't take the same action twice in a turn.
Yeah, that is true.
That's the problem.
We have been forgetting that. Yeah, that is.
You can full barrage to take it. Just take 2 shots, but you can't skirmish, then move, and then skirmish again. You'd have to take all of your shots before you moved.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will revert. I won't fly up.
Okay, cool. And you're gonna take a shot, or
No, I can't because I was going for sight because I was going to try and hit the drone with the rifle, but I can't do that.
okay.
So
you're just
that's
gonna
my
stay
turn
put?
done.
Okay, cool. And that was Spanner doing that. Cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and Frank's gonna get some action. Did you just get shot at twice? Gonna go ahead and that direction. Measurement from 8. Yeah, it's gonna fire at Reaper. So it's gonna move and then it's gonna skirmish at Reaper.
Sure.
Okay. And
Move,
just
I'm not invisible, so.
Yep, that's true. So not that it knows that you can do that, but
Yeah, but you know, there's nothing stopping it from shooting at me, essentially.
that's true. Yeah.
Which is the
Also, it
unfortunate.
doesn't. I'm not exactly sure if it has any line of sight on Demon because there is 2 level 1s that kind of cover that kind of gets in the way there. So I'm just gonna err on the side of caution with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah,
It has also seen me blow up one of its friends, so.
that is true. So it's not beyond 10. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't have any bonuses or anything, so it's just gonna go ahead.
Ah, damn.
Hits with an 18 and does 6 damage to our friend Reaper.
Ouch.
Yeah. Even if he missed, he would have still done 2 damage because it's a reliable weapon. So that kind of worked out. And that's the end of his turn because he doesn't have anything else really he can do. I'm pretty sure.
That's what it is. It's you targeting us that's causing those dots.
No, I see the dots when you target things too. It was just I misread whose color was who.
Let's see.
Yep. And yeah, that's the end of his turn. Demon or Ursa, who wants to go? Well, Ursa's not here right now. So
Ursa's not here right now.
I'm just slightly off. I'm here. I'm just slightly off screen, but you're free to go for demon squad.
No, mate, you go first. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Okay, let me sit down real quick. I already know what I was going to do because I have had this plan for like 4 turns now. Ursa is going to quick action boost,
okay.
which lets him do his jump jets. He is going to move 6 to here, putting him just within 3 of the missile. And as he does, he's going to shoot out with a shotgun because, well,
Okay,
that's what Ursa does.
it's a gamble. This is a gamble right now.
I should still be plenty outside of its burst, but yes.
Well, I can move.
Yes, it can, but so can I because I haven't finished moving yet. It is going to take a single shot at it. It has accuracy because it is a CQB weapon and I'm within 3. I botched the crap out of that roll. Oof.
Ooh, yeah, that does not hit with a 6.
That's fine. He's going to use the rest of his movement to jump back over here and take cover behind this building and these trees.
Roach, you still here?
I'm still here, but the
camera disconnected.
there we go.
Yes. That's it though. Yep. Unfortunately, Oleg's not used to shooting at things that are flying at the speed of a missile. That's going to be his turn.
It's a slow missile.
Because I can't do it, I will mark Maker's challenge it to give the Valiant a reaction if I so desire.
Cool. Just remember that. Righto. Okay, that's the end of Ursa's turn. So now we have. We've got a lot. Cool. Gonna go for this hummingbird. Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the range on its gun. I don't think it's got range on anything. Closest would be Ursa, but Ursa would have cover. Yeah. So Humber's just gonna move. And that's the end of its turn. So it's Demon's turn now.
And I am kind of sat here wondering what to do. I'm concerned because that mage SPE AA made a mark about here, if I remember rightly.
No, there's no the 3 boxes. You see those 3 boxes I put down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are where that marker. Those are the markers.
So what were you doing down here when you measured range?
When I measured range?
I was measuring range down there.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't think I
To
measured
see if I
the
could move
range.
there.
Yeah.
I wanted to get out of the line of fire. I'm sitting on top of a building exposed. I wanted to get behind something.
Yeah. I mean, the missile pods do have range. That's pretty far, but yeah.
All right, I'm gonna double move.
Okay, just do full. Whatever it's called.
That's my turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You moved and then boosted.
Yep.
That means you still have a quick action you can use because boost is only a quick action. So you would have one more. So you could skirmish and fire a weapon if you wanted to, or.
Oh, in which case I'm gonna do something very fun.
Huh.
Right. I can tell you're having fun from the lack of a smile.
You didn't take back my give me back my extra use of that mine.
That's up. You had to stabilize to reload, I think, or it might be.
Yes,
it might
I
be a
have
limited
3.
thing.
They're limited per scene. It's the same as my
Per
turret
scene.
drones, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So you still got
you
it.
did click the button twice on accident. Is essentially what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got it
Okay.
because you haven't had a chance to re-up on ammunition or anything like that. So those are limited use. So where you want to put the mine? Just on the. I don't think you can put it on a thing, but you can put it next to it if you'd like to. Because
Actually, sorry, no.
you're just gonna use the frag grenade.
I'll put it there.
Okay. Yeah, no, the mine does force people to make checks, and only if it goes, and only if they fail does it go off. So.
No, if they fail the check, they get full damage. If they succeed the check, they get half damage.
Right. Oh, yeah, so I guess quick action to place. Not exactly sure how you'd trigger it then. I think it's just within. Yeah, cool. I have to read up on that.
I mean, I'm fine if you allow me to remote trigger it because I'm amazing.
It says upon deployment, it arms at the end of the deploying character's turn, and unless otherwise specified, is triggered when any character enters an adjacent space.
Okay, so you're putting it right next to the missile, or like.
It also says you can only place it in a square adjacent to you.
Oh, so it doesn't.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, you can throw the grenade, but mines you can't place halfway across the map. That's a
Okay.
that's a
I will
specialty
use a
mech thing.
grenade then. I'm quite happy with that. I have loads of those.
Well, you have, you had 2. Now you're having 1 after you use this. But yes, it is an attack. So, range 5 for that. It's listed on your character sheet. I would point out, so you would know the range. So
Yes, I would.
You'd able to hit the Burbank.
Yeah.
It's too far for the missile. So are you attacking with the grenade to the Burbank?
I am.
Okay. Blast area 1. Agility check.
Duke just made his agility check.
That thing that he's trying to, he's doing the whole. This is what damage would happen as the grenade hit the Burbank.
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna make an agility check, and we're just gonna see if it saves. It does, so it takes half damage. Roll d6. Because the grenade is a d6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1d6 explosive damage. So it takes one damage.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
Damage is damage. Cool. Okay, that's the end of that is the end of Demon's turn, and now we have a couple others. Okay, Mage 2 is down. They're not going to do anything. What's their range here? We're not going to get the. Yeah, okay, so this squad here is going to target Demon. You'll have soft cover because they are in a level 3 building. You're behind a level 2. I'm giving you, like, I'm giving you soft cover.
Okay.
That. and they're just going to fire their rocket, their anti-armor weapon at you. And you have soft cover. Miss.
Yay.
Yay.
And then they've got nothing else they're really gonna do. They could move if they wanted to, but I don't know if that's got pretty good cover where they're at. They're gonna stay still. You are all done with your stuff. These guys are going to do this. And okay, now we're at the end of the combat and we're back up at the top.
I'm going to go last this time because I'm not going to do anything. I'm just stabilizing and reloading.
Do you guys mind if I go first? Because I want to get out of line of sight of everything.
Yeah, go for it.
Hide a little bit.
Either you could go first, or somebody could try and shoot down that missile before it gets a chance to move.
True. I can shoot at the missile if I move, because I still have my missile rack. I could shoot at it with the missile rack now and then move. Essentially.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Actually, no, is the missile rack a loading weapon? I think it might be a loading weapon. Cringe. It is.
My mortar isn't, and nor is my assault rifle, but I could jackhammer around the cover in front of it and then shoot the assault rifle.
The only problem I'm worried about is that Burbank taking another shot at me, because that's 6 damage has left me at half HP.
Okay.
So I kind of want to get out of the way. I'm essentially going to move and then stabilize to reload everything, and I'm going to try and take out that mage as quickly as I can to like clear out some space for us.
Okay.
I could very easily get close enough that I wouldn't take any negatives, but I'm going to go ahead and move to there.
Well, keep in mind, stabilizing is a full action.
And so you'd only be able to move, and then
yeah. So I'm
stabilize.
fine with just moving and stabilizing.
No. Yeah.
Because I can move and stabilize as a full action. So move to there. The Prowler thing kicks in because it's not an action; it just happens.
Yep, just happens.
So I am now hidden. I don't know how to apply that to my thing. I'll figure it out at some point. And then I apply a stabilize, restore HP, reload, and done. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, cool. You said you're hidden?
Yes.
Okay, so that is Reaper's turn done. What I think I'm gonna go ahead and do, yeah, I think the mage is gonna go at the start of its round. The hound moves. Actually, oh, how does that work? Because it was targeting somebody who is now hidden.
Well, clearly its existence no longer has reason, and it should just self-destruct.
It's not, no.
I see no flaws in this argument.
Well, it just seeks. It just seeks, so it's going to go to your last... Well, no, it doesn't. It's drone. So drone is a thing, which I think means it's semi-autonomous. This isn't a situation accounted for in the rules.
Well, welcome to what we do.
Typically, when it comes to
What,
drones,
like
the individual that is controlling the drone determines what it does.
Yeah, so I just say it's going to retarget to another thing, which still not going to affect it too much. So it's just going to retarget Ursa, the mage. So that's who it's targeting with this. And the hound's going to... 1, 2...
I am seeing the big blinking light again.
It's just unbelievable.
Damn, I might have made a mistake in my mech build.
Well, the great thing about making mistakes in your mech builds is that every single time you gain a point in your license and stuff, you can rebuild everything from scratch.
True. I might
That
not
is-
be able
that
to
is
use one of
very
my
true.
talents, is the thing.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, because I don't know if my assault rifle counts for one of these things. I'm trying to work out where the defines are on what weapons are what.
Okay, so the mage is going to move forward 1, 2, and it is going to lock on to Ursa. Don't think there's any way I can apply that status effect. Oh no, I can. So it's gonna lock on as it moves, and then it is going to go ahead and fire its regular weapons, because I don't think I can do anything with the Rainmaker. Next time a hostile moves in through for the start of Rainmaker's next turn. Okay, so all of these missile little areas go away. Those last for a turn. And it's just going to go ahead and use its main weapon and target you, Ursa.
Okay.
It's not gonna. Will it consume a lock on? It's not gonna consume its lock on, because that's just not worth it. This is arcing. It's not inaccurate. What's the range here? 7. So it's just gonna fire. Basic shot. The fact that was actually a missile that animation just played was kind of cool. I will admit, that was kind of cool. Hit on 12, did 4 damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
It only targeted you. It is knockback 1. I think just pushes you back 1 square or 1 hex. If I remember correctly. So. Mech weapons. Missile pod.
It says knockback 1 on the action screen.
Yeah.
May choose to knock their target back 1 space in a straight line directly away from the point of origin.
Yeah. Which would just put you inside of a building, so it's not going to go ahead and do that. So, yep.
Unless it pushes me this way.
Yeah, it would push you back that way, but it's not going to. It's just,
Okay.
It can choose, so it's not going to go ahead and do that, and that is the end of its turn. Who wants to go next? Padre, Demon, Spanner, Ursa?
Sir, I'd say move forward and kill that thing.
I mean, I could certainly. There is still a missile that needs to be removed. That is a concern. But that's about the best angle I have on anything, is getting rid of that missile, yeah. Sure, I'll take an action. I don't have any reloading weapons. I could just shoot the crap out of this thing. Well, that's a lie. I do have a loading weapon, but I haven't fired it. Yeah, I think Ursa is going to just take another shot at the... Well, quick action skirmish. He's going to take another shot at the missile. That thing has not come within range of him yet, right? He doesn't believe so?
It hasn't blown up yet, no. It is like range, I mean.
Well, it's like, because do we know it's burst 1, that it's not going to hit him if he explodes now? That's fine, though. Ursa will... he'll use a quick action. I'm just going to pre-boost. To step back 1, just to give us a little bit of birth from the thing.
You
He's
might
still
think
within
it
range.
might vector in a bit more hotly on a target that has a lock on.
Sure. He will take his shotgun shot at it with the accuracy. Hopefully he can shoot it down. It's a 13 for 6.
13 for 6. What'd you hit the missile last time? Did anybody hit the missile last time with the howitzer, right?
My
that-
mortar hit it.
4.
My mortar hit it.
Okay. Yeah, you
For 4,
see
yes.
you see the missile go up. It had 10 HP.
Huzzah!
Nice.
Then
That
after
makes me
shooting
feel
that
a lot
down,
more safe.
Yeah.
Uh,
No,
I've got-
that thing would have gone 6 squares this time next time it started because it had lock on the target. I think vector's quicker. It's
I'm going to move 3, 4, 3, and then can we stand inside of cover that's smaller than us? Like, could I stand here?
You can stand at half cover. Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
yeah.
Then Ursa will just let us fall there and take cover behind this building because Ursa's not, his mech's not looking so great.
It's not looking
But
great.
that's fine.
Cool. So that is Ursa turn, and now we're gonna go ahead and do the Burbank. The Burbank is gonna go. It's gonna go 4 north.
Just whilst Roach does this, can I go just quickly ask a question to the assembled class? So, like, I have heavy gunner, which allows me to do covering fire, but it says in line of sight of one of my heavy ranged weapons. Does my assault rifle or my flex round, my main rifle, count as a heavy ranged weapon?
That is a main weapon, not a heavy weapon.
Right,
It'll
so it
be-
has to be the thing
heavy
on the heavy
weapons-
weapon mount,
Yes.
which
It
for
has-
me is my
it has to have the
howitzer.
classification of a heavy weapon, yes.
I see.
So
I'm
I think for
looking
the-
at the list of weapons, and I can't see anything that has like the thing heavy. So I'm like,
So if you
that's
look
the
at mech weapons, a great example will be the heavy machine gun. It is classified as a heavy cannon.
where? So I'm on the mech weapons in the. Oh, size type.
Yeah,
because it's
that's where
this
this
main rifle rather than. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
that's
So
how
I
the
can't use.
classifications work.
That's really annoying. I can't use one of my talents.
Remember, things get respec pretty quickly whenever you level up in this game. Like you can, it's you're not locked into things forever.
I'm gonna have to try. Well, can I lose a talent? Is that something I can get rid of?
We'll have to double check when you get a license level and redo some stuff. But that's the end of the Burbank's turn. Doesn't have any line of sight on anything. So, Padre, Demon, or Spanner.
I'm gonna ask either Spanner or Padre to fire on the Burbank / anti-air unit.
I can't fire. I need to stabilize.
Everybody's loading, except for the mortar.
Mortar and my assault rifle don't need to load, so I could drop a mortar round there. Hit them
Yeah.
both. Okay. Drop a mortar round between the two of them.
Double check what. It's burst.
First one, I think.
Target one of them and roll, and then I'll.
Okay, I'm going to target the Burbank IRV.
Okay, yeah. So you would hit if you just you'd hit both if you just placed it right in the center
Yep.
between them. So yep.
From those who brought you the -1, -2.
So that's
that was
anyone-
more negative.
That's a push.
It's
Yeah,
only one
you
shot
can
though. You get a shot at both of them, yeah.
Yeah, you can target the Burbank or the mage and actually
Hit it.
try and
Oh yeah, I don't
Try
have
and
to
hit
do it. I don't have to do the thing. I can just retarget, can I?
no, because it's not a loading weapon, so you can
Yeah,
just
yeah,
retarget.
yeah,
it.
For my sake, Midge, if you just click on the dice roll next to mortar, does it let you just re-roll the attack? Just the d20
Yes.
that's in the actual step block
Yes.
with mortar.
Yes.
That's convenient.
Okay. Interesting. Well, go ahead and roll.
Hey,
They
That's
just have
a
to do
hit.
it manually every time.
Well, I'm hitting two different targets, so yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. I could hit that and then hit that. Ah, possibly. But yeah.
Possibly.
So that one hit.
Okay, cool. So that was the first time it's actually been struck. That one. Cool. Yeah. So you hit it. Or you can. Wait, now actually that was a skirmish. So.
I've got a quick action, right?
Well, the skirmish is a quick action.
Yeah, I can use a second quick action, right?
Well, you could, yeah, but it can't be shooting because you can't use two of the same action, so you couldn't skirmish. So like,
No, but
skirmish
I
and
could
fire,
I
main
could
weapon,
now
and
use
then-
my mortar to take out some cover. Because it's talent. To use my juggernaut round. That's a different quick action, right?
Oh yeah, it's different. Yeah.
So I could.
Yeah, it's different. So yeah, the quick action to use your jackhammer round. Yes, you can do that.
Right. Is there anything we want removed, level 1 wise, friends?
Oh,
What do
right
you
now.
think? Okay.
No one's in position.
Fair enough. I will leave the cover as is, and then I will just.
I don't know. If you were to hit this one right here, this middle building, you would destroy it and also hit the Burbank for 2 points of damage.
True.
It's true.
Quite possible. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do that. Yeah, jackhammer round into that building thing there.
Automatically deals 10 AP kinetic damage to a size 1 section of any object within anything but yep. So you hit the building. God, these aren't modular maps, guys. You're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Look,
You're killing me,
you told me in the making of this that I would be able to destroy a cover. I'm destroying cover.
Yeah, that little circle. I'm covering it up. I'm covering up the thing. The other little circle.
We need
a. Gone.
We need like a nice little, you need like a character sheet that just like a crater symbol that you can just drag onto the map when you need to like delete something.
I can't just get tiles, and I could just get blank tiles, and I just have like, colors, and I could just pull them on top as a tile, and that might work. But yeah, so and then you're knocking back, or Burbank, it takes 2 damage.
Yep.
From what it is. So IF, the IFV, cool. So down there. And are you knocking it back 2, or as far as you can knock it back? Because you can, it's knockback 2 that you can choose as well. So you'd be able to like push it right against that building.
Would throwing it against the building make it do damage? Take damage?
No, but it would just move it back, and vehicles have poor handling. You weren't here last time, but I explained how vehicles work. Like vehicles, they only can move in a straight line, and they can't break their movement up. So if you put it in there, it basically forces it into a bad place because it can't go over like buildings like that. So you basically, you'd be giving it only 1 tile it could move.
Let's do it.
next time activates.
Let's make it knockback.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it goes back there. And that's the end of your turn, Padre, I'm assuming, because you went through everything. Cool. Now it's this guy's turn, so we're gonna go with the hummingbird. We're gonna go 1, 3, 4, 5. And that's all it's gonna be able to do. Demon or Spanner.
You've got to reload and everything, haven't you?
Yep, that's literally going to be my turn. Move, just reloading and possibly move.
That'll leave me exposed. Can't go that way. Good moves, Roach. I hate you.
I'm a strategy gamer.
This is what happens when your
GM.
GM is also a strategy nerd.
You could move to here, basically just full barrage into the hummingbird, and then move back into cover.
I know, that's what I was thinking, but
Give it all 4 barrels, right? Because of the shotgun and the pistols.
yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay. That totally works because you can break up your movement. That totally works.
As long as you finish the action you're taking before you move again, yes, you can.
So you'd shoot everything, and then you'd be able to move the rest of it.
Yep. And because I'm within 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get accuracy.
Yeah, you get accuracy. Yes, you do.
Vanguard is fun, guys. It's so satisfying.
I don't doubt it.
It sounds fun.
I tossed you a hard mission. So I'm glad that it's actually testing you a little bit.
Pew.
Oof,
Nice.
Nice.
Hits start coming and they don't stop coming.
Just a very consistent 2.
Hey, it's 6 damage, isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's very
To be fair, thermal pistols don't roll damage; they just do 2 damage. But the shotgun
That's
matching
true.
up is just good stuff.
That's icing on the cake, kind of.
Yes.
That's good.
It's just
Yeah.
funny, to be honest. Just a
Yeah.
little giggle.
Oh, I just realized too, Ursa, you wasted your Valiant thing because the missile, the Hound had the Valiant
I know.
yeah.
But no one else was gonna really be able to shoot it except for Padre, and it was like, I'll shoot it and move first. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that was it for you, Demon. That was all you had. Cool. Then we're gonna go ahead and go with Phantom Republic AT Squad 4. They're gonna target Ursa. You're gonna have soft cover because you're behind a level 2 building, but they're on a level 3 building, and you're on a level 2 structure or a level 1/2 structure, so it's weird.
Yeah, I was curious how that works, considering I'm behind a building that's bigger than I am.
Yeah, it's the weird part because there's intersecting because they're on a taller building. The way it it's weird because I know it's supposed to be simplified. I'll give you hard cover, we'll say, instead of soft cover. Just straight up for this one because they only get 1 attack anyways. So I mean, it's a hefty attack, but it's not that hefty.
How come I only got soft cover then?
Because you didn't have because there was like one I can draw a bead on you without going through the cover because they have a very large footprint.
Okay.
Because they're technically a size 3 or a 4 entity.
It was a far kinder explanation than I would have given Roach.
Cool.
My explanation would have been because he made a point to argue it.
yeah, it's kind of true. Firing on Ursa, they're not going to use the lock on, and because that's a thing, guys. Just remember, you can put lock on to an enemy, and anyone can consume it when they shoot, and that gives them accuracy. It's a thing you're marking like a target with your computers.
Also, meta. Padre has a trait for that.
Yeah, that would work. Hit, they do 5 damage. Just barely hit.
Ow.
It's a rocket. Just kind of like snakes through.
Yep. There's definitely smoke coming from Ursa right now. That's the thing that's happening.
And that's going to be it for their activation and so it's going to be Spanner. What you going to do, Spanner?
Well, Spanner is starting to possibly hyperventilate a bit. The fission explosion did not do her nerves any good. So she's going to stabilize and stay exactly where she is.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate the suboptimal play because of character reasons. It's good.
Character's having a bit of a panic attack, which is fair.
Yeah. As somebody who does that with my characters on the Monday game. And so yeah, you can just apply your stabilize and you'll be fine. Cool. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna need somebody to roll a d20 for me.
$13.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty then, and that's the top of round 3. Who wants to go on your side first? A couple of people in bad positions. So
If Ursa moves, he's stabilizing because he is not looking hot. He has 2 hit points left.
Right, so the only target I have available with my anti-material rifle is actually the Burbank, because this line draws through two ones that I can't see this through the second forest there, I assume.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes.
I can't see either because of the one in the way.
I think if you're adjacent to a piece of terrain that's the same size level as you, it's cover, not interdicting like things.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but
going
since I'm not
through
next to
would
this
be
one, it counts as interdicting.
Yeah.
Same with this one.
Yeah.
So do you guys want me to take out that Burbank, or do you want me to move so I can give Ursa a bit of cover because I have a shotgun?
My howitzer is back up and running, so I can go for the 2.
Just to Ursa, you can only be seen by the AT squad, and only just. So you
can move to there on your turn.
This is basically, there's a big vent of some sort of industrial equipment that's just blocking line of sight from there. So that's a level 3 structure. So you could move and get out of line of sight.
You could move, stabilize, get out of line of sight, do that first, essentially.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but
I was switching this. According to this, you only get cover if you are adjacent to the cover you are shooting. But the target is adjacent to the cover, I believe.
Oh,
so if you were to shoot at this guy, this guy does not have cover because you're not shooting through this forest. He's not adjacent to it. But I'm cool to take first if you guys want to give me that so I can get the hell out of dodge.
Cover rules. I don't know if that's line of sight rules. That's the
it'd be a line of sight thing in my case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah.
Cool, I'll take front. That's fine. I'm going to, because I want to get to safety, I'm going to use our once a scene bonus quick action, and he's going to use that to boost and just basically make his way all the way over here into. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Nope, we'll save on that for now. We're just going to move back here behind this big old 3 cover that I really like the sight of, and then he is going to use. He's going to full action stabilize. And patch himself back up.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. We can't have one of our mechs getting dinged up.
As a question, is lock on one of the things I can clear with stabilize? Because I can clear a condition with stabilize.
Select full. I think it's because you did a reload and thing.
Well, that was because I didn't select it because I wasn't thinking. I don't need to reload. I haven't fired a loading gun.
Right. That's actually a good question. I think
it says they gain the lock-on condition, and here I'll roll it again so you can see it. One thing you can do here is I could just clear on condition.
Clear condition? Yeah, if you want to, you can clear the lock-on.
I will clear my lock-on, so they hopefully don't have the ability to just shoot me and kill me and make me hurt.
Yeah, nobody's been using the lock-on because it's a consumable. You only get it once before it has to be applied again. But that does actually make you a lot harder for the SPAA to actually shoot because they get a lot of bonuses to they're locked on.
That's it for me then. I'm going to take security here and then probably do something stupid next turn because I'm full health and feeling cocky.
Cool.
Fair.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to go with the mage at top again. It's a lot of targets going on. It's gonna move 2 forward to cover, and then it's gonna arc some shots. Red, roll a d20. Rival, roll a d20.
Two.
11.
Okay. So basically that was just for what vector it was going to shoot towards, because it can shoot at Padre and it could shoot at Demon, but it's going to, because it's an arcing shot, but it's going to shoot for Padre. So Padre targeted. It is going to use one of its quick actions to do attack against you to get lock on, and if that doesn't work, it's still gonna fire no matter what anyways, but it's gonna be a thing. So it doesn't have any bonuses or anything like that. It's just gonna roll it. The tech attack works with a natural 20 on that roll. It does get a bonus because of its current stats. It gets +2 to its tech attack. So lock on is applied to Padre. And then this thing is going to go ahead and target you with its main weapon and use the lock on. I would point out, I don't think it's going to apply to anything here, but because of the way that this NPC works, against characters with lock on, the Rainmaker weapons gain Smart, Seeking, and AP.
Can I use my reaction to brace?
I mean, it is a
Reaction shield.
Essentially.
We're back on this
Oh my
bullshit
god.
again.
Yeah, I'm a
You
long
can't
range.
use it if you-
Oh no.
If you want to use a reaction to brace, you could.
I think I'm going to have to. If this thing's
Which gives
got...
you, which I believe gives you resistance to the attacks. If I'm
Let me
correct.
double check.
Yeah, go ahead and double check that just so I can.
Well, I can just do it, can't I? I'll pay a reaction.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Just put it in there and then we'll see what happens. See what it says. Wow. So I need to reread the rule book like 3 more times, and then I'll be on par with my D&D stuff.
As a reaction, when you brace, you ready your mech against incoming fire, you are hit by an attack and damage has been rolled. You count as having resistance to all damage, burn, and heat from the triggering attack, and all other attacks until the end of your next turn are made at a +1 difficulty.
Okay, so this one isn't at a +1 difficulty, but you do have resistance to the damage, which I think resistance is half.
As a caveat, due to the stress of bracing, you cannot take reactions until the end of your next turn, and on that turn, you can only take 1 quick action. You cannot overcharge, move normally, take full actions, or take free actions.
So you're locking yourself here, if that's something you would like.
Okay. I don't like the idea that this thing is locked on and is now firing a missile at me. I think it's a wise move.
Cool. But yeah, so basically this weapon is going to have Smart, Seeking, and AP. So I don't think that applies anything extra on here because it already had advantage from the lock on, didn't have any disadvantage to lock anything to counteract. So, but it's just going to use that so that it's that. So you take 2.
Okay.
You take 2 damage to your HP.
Right.
Your HP's on your yeah, you got it. It's pretty straightforward once you figure out where everything is. It's pretty easily laid out. And that's going to be the end of its turn as it goes. So Padre, Demon, Reaper, Spanner.
Do you want me to throw the howitzer out?
Yep.
Okay. So it's got range of, a spread of 2. So in theory, if I go for that half cover, I can hit both of them.
Oh, you mean this little thing right here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would. You'd hit both.
So I'll aim
Go
for the
ahead.
Burbank and then roll for the Mage.
See how it goes.
Hopefully better than previous.
Who knows? Could be a game. It could be a combat winner. This one. It's a Hail Mary. This does a pretty decent amount of damage too. Potentially.
Ooh.
It's the IFV.
Ooh. Ow.
It's not having a good day right now.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, go ahead and yeah, for the mage. It's God.
Send it.
And you can't click the die on the howitzer to re-roll the attack rather than type it in manually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to type it in manually because it's a reload.
I'm
saying
thinking
that
in the chat thing, you can press the dice.
You re-roll the attack button.
In the black box of that and that prompt, you can just it'll re-roll the attack.
No, howitzer is not loaded.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, then just roll. Just roll. It's fine.
Nope.
Ooh. Yeah, did not hit. Best. This doesn't have like a half to damage or anything like that. Like miss. No,
it just does the damage.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. So yeah, it goes in, blows up. There's a lot of debris and more smoke put into the air. The Burbank IFV does not look great right now. It does not look great on a scale of like if you were to place it somewhere on a scale of 1 to 15, it might be a 1. Right.
Might be having a bad time.
So what you're saying is I should quick action a jackhammer round to the thing next to it to do 2 damage.
That would not. It'd be a good call. Yeah. Destroy it by raining debris.
That's true.
Okay,
that's the
and I'm gonna.
Well, that's the
I'm still gonna huddle in my 3-way cover.
Yeah, you are the most protected person on this combat right now, as you have. You have a level 2 and 2 level 3s, like surrounding 3 sides of you.
She's feeling a bit better.
Yeah, no, I would too if I had giant office buildings between me and my enemies. Cool. So I guess we're gonna go ahead. Fuck, that changed some things. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's see. Padre, make a systems check.
Oh no, it's one of mine.
Yeah, it's a Mech thing. Basically, if I'm saying make a blank check, it's a Mech thing I'm asking you to do because you only have the grit or your triggers with pilots. So. Be the first page of your Mech sheet. Where's your first page? Yeah, first page of your Mech sheet. Right next to your size. System. SYS.
14.
14? Cool. So you see this come around a corner and then come out of the fog.
Is talking a free action?
Yeah, no, it's radios. Yeah, that's totally fine. Are you just gonna call for help?
We've got another bogey on my north.
Copy. Moving to support.
And it's gonna try and lock onto you because it could shoot you, but
I'm still braced.
Yeah, well, that is not going to do anything against lock on, but it will. It's good. It's good for potential new things that might come up. But cool, tech attack. Cool. So that goes through on an 18. He's locked on. And that's going to be the end of his turn. Who wants to go now? Padre, Demon, or Reaper?
I can go.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right, Demon?
I'm going to try and hit this hummingbird.
Okay. Yeah, jump out and do the same thing again. Cool.
Yeah, he hasn't moved, so it's his fault.
I have a lot of things to juggle. There's a little bit of lag on the, you weren't targeting him.
It's alright, I'll do that again.
Well, no, I'll take the. Yeah, go ahead and re-roll it because you got a 1 on the damage. I'll be pity. I'll give you a pity re-roll.
Thanks, Roach.
Yeah. Am I a merciful dungeon master?
This is when he crits 3 times in a row and hits max damage each time.
We'll see. Or miss. You asked for it. So go ahead and roll your.
I'm not
pistol
worried. There
attack.
isn't a mech rushing at me with a dagger.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That's actually what that. That's actually what that hummingbird was doing. It was locking on so it could throw a knife at you.
So he rolled it up with 2 crits there.
He did.
True. Yep. And in this system, crit just means you rolled above a 20.
Yep. Or 20 or above, it looks like on this one.
That's what I mean.
That
You
first
get
thermal
20
was
or above.
exactly a 20.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I heard 20. I heard a 20. I heard it
Sorry,
above
Chase.
a 20, but I
Is that
could
what
be
you
crazy.
said?
So we'll check
Cool.
the tape.
There you go.
We'll check the tape. Okay, and you move back, so that's the end of that. Cool. So yeah, this one's gonna go 1, 2. 3. Move there. It does give you something when next time your stuff comes up, but it is going to. It's getting hit by you, and it doesn't like that. Its logic boards are telling it things need to change right now. So it's gonna go ahead and use a quick action to suppress. Which means you become impaired. And that you also know that means if you move away while in line of sight, it'll get a free attack on you. And then it's just going to go ahead and use its other quick action to skirmish. And yeah, that's just a basic roll. Miss. That's it for that one. So who wants to go now? Padre or Reaper?
If I move, I can't use my anti-material rifle. So I'm just going to check targets here real quick. Definitely not that one. Yes, but as we've learned, it may only be on 1 HP. No.
I'd let you that. Let's say yeah, they're on a level 3. They're in a level 3 building, so they're very high up. Remember.
Right. I can't see that, I don't think, because of the fact it's going through this chunk here.
It's going through 2. Yeah, it's going through 2. Well, it's going through technically 1 because of how things work, but yeah, it's going through a level 2 building.
And this, I'm going through a level 3 on that side, so no way.
Yeah.
Right, so I don't really
you'd
have
have sight
any...
on the infantry squad.
The infantry and the Burbank are the only 2 I could shoot at. However, I could instead
Move and use your regular weapons.
I could use my shotgun and my missile rack because that's an auxiliary launcher. Shotgun's a range of 4, so I could move to here and shoot there.
Yep.
I could move there and then move back into there to keep cover from the. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna move to there.
Cool.
There we go. Blop. I'm going to target the hummingbird or PV.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot it with the shotgun initially.
Righto.
No accuracy, no inaccuracy, no cover.
Flat roll.
Ah, crit for a 6.
Yeah, Jesus. It's a lot of crits on this thing. Cool.
Do it go pop?
Okay. No, it doesn't go pop. He's not happy right now, but
Right,
So
cool.
keep going
Then he
through,
gets the missile rack. Actually, would that hit Reaper? Because it's a burst 1.
a
You mean
burst one?
demon?
No.
Demon. Sorry.
Demon, yeah, you're Reaper.
But
No,
yeah, smack
I mean,
myself in the
it's-
face.
Ah,
a burst 1 is just every adjacent hex, and since it's not, so basically,
right. So it would
be
just hit.
this
It would
hard.
just hit that. I'm happy enough with
Yeah.
that then. Just to give it another go.
Give it another go. Give it the old college try.
The old college try. No. Nothing. That's fine though. I did 6 damage. I'm happy enough with that. And then finish up my movement. I'm gonna move behind the 2. Even though it exposes me to the mage, I'd rather hide behind the 2. And I'm no longer
And you
hidden because I've shot
right.
stuff.
Cool. Any more? Awesome. And that's the end of your turn then.
Yep.
Okay. Damn it. Burbank's gonna go. Shit, it's gonna shuffle over 3. It's gonna target you, Reaper.
Cool.
Because that's really all it's got shots on at this point.
Fair.
It has auto targeting, so it ignores cover. It has line of sight on you, but it ignores cover, so you are.
Cool.
It's just a flat roll.
Goodie. Miss.
Okay. It's reliable. You still take 2 damage.
Right.
That's the benefit of having those basic like assault rifles and stuff like that with the reliable, is they will always do X amount of damage, even if you miss. Cool. Yeah, and that's all it's got, honestly. Yeah, that's all it's got. So, Padre, it's your turn.
So I have one quick action. That's it, right?
Yep, and he can't move. You hunker because you hunkered down.
So I'm just gonna. I can take a shot with my assault rifle, though, can't I?
Yep. Skirmish means you can attack with the main weapon and fire any. I'm pretty sure it says you can fire any aux weapons on the same mount. What it works out as? I can double check that.
But can I do that because I've hunkered? I thought I could only do one of those things.
No, you can skirmish. That's a quick action.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
you
then
can do
I'll,
that. Yeah, and skirmish means you can fire a single weapon in addition to your primary attack. You can also use an aux weapon on the same mount, but you don't have anything on the same mount, so it's just one attack with your rifle.
Okay.
So just target and shoot. Okay. I wonder if reliable means you own you. Does that mean you? It's always a minimum amount of damage, or just if you miss? Because that is a thing.
Yeah. Because that means it's better for me to miss than to roll a 1.
Yep, it always does 2. It always does 2, even if it misses the target or rolls less damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I was gonna say it'd be a bit weird if I did less damage than by actually hitting it. So.
Yep. It's true. So you did 2 damage.
That's my turn. That's all I can do.
Yep. Cool. That's it for your turn. The infantry squad. Check this. You don't see the infantry squad in the building anymore. Whenever you look.
Right, do we want one more round, or do we want to call it that?
There is one final thing I need to do because we haven't capped off the end of the round. Because I need somebody to roll a d20.
6.
Cool. Okay. You are warned by Juliet that there are reinforcements on the way. And then we can end it off there with that knowledge. Because another round would probably take us longer than we have left, with 6 minutes kind of on the clock.
Okay. Then we will be ending this episode here. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. The only thing we've got left to do today is to say goodbye and to thank everyone who's been here. As always, thank you to our wonderful game master for Lancer It's Just Business, which is our wonderful friend, Commissar Roach. I've also been joined by the wonderful Red Moogle and RivalzoneGaming from RivalzoneGaming. I've been joined by SurelyOnlyMikey, DM Lake. My name is Midgeman. We've been the Component Cast, and we will see you.
We also normally have Utari Onzo on here, but he is not here currently.
He's not here yet. He's not here yet, but he will be eventually. He will be eventually. But other than that, we will see you next time. Join us on Monday for our continuation of our D&D show, and join us next Tuesday for the continuation of this. And hopefully next week we will also have our Cyberpunk game back, and finally have 3 shows a week. It's going to be a blast. We will, however, see you then. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.